live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. It's a heck of a morning already. Thank you for joining us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Yay!
There's Christy Lee sitting at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin's over there.
Hello.
Jeff Oskay's across the way.
Hey, buddy.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold with the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Get those gifts while you can. And there he is, the one, the only, Tom Griswold.
Hello, test. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Tommy.
Sorry.
No, you're all
getting
right.
organized over here, sorting through a lot of stuff. We've got kind of a surprise guest coming up later.
Is that
also,
right?
Comedian Costaki Economopoulos will be joining us. And we will be talking to Costaki on the satellite with regard to the Super Bowl. Costaki is officially our NFL correspondent, Atlanta Falcon fan, et cetera, et cetera. We'll find out what's going on with him and who he's going to pick. Chick McGee's pick is posted. Chickster should be back tomorrow.
Yes.
But I believe his at the Chick McGee on various social media platforms.
Yes.
So let's find out what's going on with the Chickster and what's going on with his picks as we get ready for the so-called big game. I love it that all these products can't say what it is.
Yeah.
You can't use the word this in case the NFL doesn't have enough money. But we're allowed to mention the name of the game. Is that okay?
Oh, no.
What, the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Okay,
We're
sorry.
fine.
Okay, good.
Oh,
What is human beings?
Uh-oh, Josh. Careful.
Well, if it wasn't that, it'd be another thing, wouldn't it? Yep.
Well, let's see. I'm just sorting through a bunch of news over here. Coming up, we have that naked cruise we talked about. It has set sail.
Tom's favorite thing. Two of them, cruising and nudity.
Now, Pat, I know you've done a lot of cruise ships as an entertainer. And have you done the naked cruise?
Yeah, one time I did a naked cruise.
Did you really?
Me and Rondell Sheridan, as a matter of fact, the comedian. Yeah.
I love Rondell.
Yeah. We both stayed in our rooms. We were terrified. He goes, don't go out there.
I don't know Rondell. Do I?
Oh, you don't know Rondell? Oh, he's great.
Either.
He had a really funny bit about serving, his dad serving, he and his family, when he was a kid.
Yeah.
The dad would take hot meat right off the barbecue and just, here, try this. Just searing their mouths.
Now, did you perform naked?
No.
Now, how does it work exactly? Is it...
Well, you're allowed to do whatever you want in certain areas, which included like showrooms. I think you couldn't do it where they ate food, at the buffets.
Yeah, that's what this thing said.
Yeah. But with hot tubs, the Lido deck was where everybody was butt-ass naked.
Lido?
In the-
We're doing the Lido shovel, huh?
they're doing more than that.
Little Boz Skaggs, or is it Dudley Do-Right? I can never tell.
But all various shapes and sizes and ages. And
What was the average age, though?
it's skewed older. It was an older demographic. Yeah.
Were there any younger?
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
But I mean, younger, you have to be, what, over 18?
21 or, yeah.
Oh, 21, okay.
21 or older.
Because I remember as a kid looking at an issue of Western Nudist, of course, and we were on our Washington, D.C. trip in the 8th grade, and one of our guys looked to be a little older. He went down to the lobby and bought these girly magazines, but I remember there were pictures of families at nudist camps, which is, God, that is just creepy.
Yeah, this is more of a nude, fun adult thing.
Well, and they say, and according to this story, it's not for swingers. It's not a sexual thing. If you're looking for that, you're on the wrong cruise, is what they say.
Now,
Freedom thing?
Freedom thing. There you
So
go.
when you get to Freeport, you get off the boat. Do you pop on your shorts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
you
fully
have to.
clothed at all the ports. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're docked.
What is they're pulling in? Are they waving at the natives?
I think they were, some of them, to be honest with you.
Waving at them, swinging at them.
At the natives.
Yeah, I heard that. I tried to.
Well, isn't that the correct word?
Locals. Yeah.
I don't know.
Native suggests grass skirts.
I don't know where you're
Says that they
cruising.
got it off at the wrong port, maybe.
Yeah.
Coming back in a cauldron.
Yeah.
Doesn't natives mean those who live? I don't know. The locals sounds. So when you do your act, are you in the auditorium?
Yeah, you're in the theater.
And are the people there naked?
Half of them. That was like half and half. Lido deck, 80% restaurants and clothes on. It's pretty crazy.
So are you asked to not reference the nudity when you're...
No, you're allowed to have as much fun with it as you want, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. which is funny because Carnival's like pretty, it's a tight ship, so to speak. So to have them be so wild, it was weird seeing them be like, whoa, Because if there's any kind of, shenanigans in a hot tub, they'll stop as security's all over.
Now, what about the buffet etiquette? Nudity?
No
you're not-
nudity.
you have
No.
to- And they say that during the
Gotcha.
story, too.
Where's your napkin? Oh, there it is. The old tablecloth trick.
You should carry a lot more. Throw a couple donuts on there.
Yeah, that's.
Load it up.
Yeah, some jokers tried that.
Pineapple ring?
Did you do anything referencing the nude people in the audience?
Yeah, I had songs, but I prepared for it, yeah.
You'd hope they'd have a sense of humor.
I knew I was on a charter, though, but I didn't know it was noon until I got there. And we had some traveling issues. Took me 3 days to get there, so I was like really jet lagged and tired when I got there. I had 3 shows the first night. And when I got there, I was like, whoa. I had no idea. No one told me.
Oh, gosh.
Nobody told you were going to be on a nude cruise.
No, I got the charter last minute. Somebody bailed because they didn't want to do it. And they told me, it's a charter. They pick you up in Cozumel.
Cool.
So I got on and they were all nude.
I mean, are they nude as you're pulling out of the port?
They were nude, yeah. Nude.
I mean, did you get warned at all, or were you schlepping your luggage?
Oh, that's when I saw it. Yeah, we had so many issues getting there on time because one of the flights was late. So
Yeah, it must have been alarming.
Yeah.
What the hell?
no, I was where am I?
Now, was this in the contemporary shaving age, or
It was
it
all shaving. Huge hedges, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, really? Quite a variety.
Oh yeah. I mean, in all shapes and sizes and ages. I mean, it was crazy. Rondell and I, we just knock on each other's door to go to the show. All right, come on, and just put our blind.
Well, I know Patty G is going to be doing a special show where the audience has been asked to, let's see, they're being asked to put their clothes on. The Dry Bar Comedy Special being filmed in Provo, Utah, Saturday, February 8th. That's this Saturday.
Yeah.
With Pat Godwin.
I'm driving, and I'm going to start tomorrow.
And his Patty G and his brand new. Do you remember any of the new nudie songs you did?
Yeah. I think I had the first version of Naked Pickleball at that time. And what else did I have?
Oh, can you do that for us?
I can.
All right.
We'll look forward to that, certainly. Also, coming up in the news, a variety of stunning
Couple
news
eye
stories.
stories that are disturbing.
Oh, yeah.
Like eyeballs?
Yeah.
Eyeballs.
Yeah. If you're a contact lens wearer, hang in there. Also, we have something from the Mr. Obvious Institute. I'll just read the headline. Frequent marijuana use may damage short-term memory. Well,
Yeah. Who got that grant?
we'll find out about that. And should the Monday after the Super Bowl be a national holiday?
Oh.
There's a movement afoot. I think by the Coors Beers people. We'll find out about all of those things. But right now, let's hear about the big game and Prize Picks. Josh.
Yes, the big game. Boy, less than a week away. It's your last chance to get in on the action. Don't miss out on the final football game of the season with Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on the big game. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. That's not chicken feed, my friends. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states, and that does include California and Texas. Join now because Prize Picks is giving away a free pick for the big game. A quarterback will only need to throw 1 yard to win. Now, that's a free pick worth checking out. Go to prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today and use code TOM, that's T-O-M. You're going to get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks. $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play just $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in credits for just playing. Guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. You must be present in certain states, however. Visit prizepicks.com for all the restrictions and details.
Thank you very much, Josh. Have some fun with Prize Picks. Now, when we come back, we'll be reviewing things in the mailbag. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait.
Josh, what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now. Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go. Come on. All right. Is that the biscuits? Greatest day of my life.
Buckeye fans, Ohio State Buckeyes celebrate the victory. If you're still basking in the glow of Ohio State's win and the college football championships, we've got something special just for you. It's a full-sized, officially licensed college football playoff national championship football, priced at just $129.95. Available only at Nyco Sports. Call 800-345-2868 or go online at nycosports.com. That's NIKCO sports.com.
Heard this stuff from you.
I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, She had her sister does stand-up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand-up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have shoot her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there, and I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me, and he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend, didn't take a picture with my son? Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know anything. But he was standing up and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up and he shoved me back down in my chair.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me and left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom. And and he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. You know.
So now, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy Pat, that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt, And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him. And then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, "This ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor."
We're doing the bit. We're having different characters read us a joke. Will you do it?
Oh, yeah. Boys. Oh, yeah. So you just have the ability just to write 1,000 of these?
Well, that's what I do every week on the show.
He's a real magic man, though.
All right, here we go. No. Bro, these are incredible. I think you've done good here. All right, here we go.
Here, grab that.
From the beautiful brain of Costaki Economopoulos, the longest name in comedy.
Biggest name.
Also the biggest name in comedy. It's good to be long and big, they say. So that's great news. Tom Brady really went crazy celebrating his retirement. That's right. Yeah. Heard he had a Bud Light White and half a non-organic avocado. Guy's living dangerously.
Nice.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Flourish.
You guys are the best. Cheers to Bob and Tom. Always the Big Brain Central.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.
Show. We're live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ow!
Christy's a very good, Tom.
That was
Nailed
good.
it.
Ow.
Yes.
Working on it.
Christy's here. Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
It's good to be back. We're going to review some of our email, which I always enjoy doing. But before we get to that, we had a story yesterday about 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering about this. The 7-Eleven in Florida that was, you'll recall, I believe it was a professional striptease artist. I'm trying to be kind here. Right. A stripper, a dancer.
Sure.
Allegedly heaved a banana at the clerk in some kind of this was in Florida, some kind of a problem that they were having, and it was charged with assault. But I was wondering about 7-Elevens, and are they nationwide? And apparently they're pretty much everywhere. I got a note saying that they're also in the Philippines. So,
yeah, well, they're huge in Japan.
And
they're known for their 7-Elevens in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they're nothing like Americans. You can get sushi there. You can get all kinds of vending at the 7-Eleven. Like, it's a go-to destination for travelers in Japan.
Interesting.
Wow, who would have thought? Right. Also, we received this. Pat, are you familiar with a brand of guitar known as vagina guitars?
No, but you think I'd be up on that.
Yeah, you would.
You should see the F-hole on that.
I got a nice note here. Hey, fellows and Christy, I've enjoyed your show for many years. I heard you talking about the so-called vagina truck. No, you'll recall that.
I'm sorry, the what?
Vagina truck. Oh, wait a minute. The vagina truck.
There you go.
That was a slip of the tongue. I was trying to say something else, and that's what came out. Well, this is a guitar maker who has a beautiful van with this huge logo. This guy apparently makes custom guitars, Pat. So you may have to look into one of these.
I wonder why he would call them that.
And it says vagina on the headstock? Or?
Yeah, and he's got a van with...
Maybe they're flying V's.
That's a great inside guitar joke, and I appreciate that very much, Ace. Who's the most famous guy that plays a flying V?
Rick Nielsen. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, the flying V. Yeah, very good. Very good. In any event, thank you very much for that, Rich. And he sent us a photograph of the vagina, the actual truck with the huge vagina logo on it.
Very odd.
What kind of logo is it? Is it a vagina logo?
Sort of a George O'Keefe.
Yeah, it's like a tulip.
He wants to play his buddy. I've known this guy since kindergarten. He makes guitars.
Cool.
Huh.
He drives around L.A. in his 4x4 lifted van with the company logo. It brings joy to everyone who sees it, he says.
Well, if he sends me one, I'll play with it.
Okay.
I bet you will.
We'll have to get that photograph posted on our social media. Here we go. Dear Bob and Tom Show. You were discussing real bands who appeared on sitcoms. And I don't know how this came up. But I guess the Doobie Brothers famously appeared on what? Good Times or What's Happening or something. The Wellingtons appeared on an episode of Gilligan's Island. They were called the Mosquitoes. But they really were the Wellingtons, and the Wellingtons is the name of the band that sang the Gilligan's Island theme.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, yeah.
I forgot about one last night, the time Black Sabbath was on The Flying Nun. Yeah. A very special
Pretty
episode.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthrax on Married with Children.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Do you remember Korn on South Park?
Yes.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, so we have to do some homework on this. There are definitely more. And I mentioned the guys from Little Feat on F Troop. I know that is obscure.
That's crazy.
I gotta see that.
If you're not familiar with the band Little Feat, please, you'll find that they're great. F Troop as a show was okay. It did feature Forrest Tucker.
And Larry Storch.
And Larry's, yeah, but Forrest Tucker was known as the Arnold Palmer of Hollywood.
And Ken Berry. Don't forget him.
Yeah, you can't forget Ken Berry.
No.
Yeah, but Ken Berry.
I thought he was cute, little Ken Berry.
Yeah, but cute isn't the issue here, Christy. Forrest Tucker apparently.
I know he had a big
donkey-esque in his the prodigious member that he sported. I don't know how that became a Hollywood legend, but it did.
Here's a nice email from our favorite herpetologist. Ma'am, your STDs have nothing to do with your email, but I don't know why you would. This comes from EJ. She says, hello, biologists. Yes, I like to consider us biologists.
Oh, yeah.
We deal with humanity and all that makes us tick. Huh?
Oh, yeah. That's a rock-solid D for me.
I want you to always sound intelligent, she says. So here's a rule that's easy to remember. We break this rule all the time. I don't. You guys do. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. All right?
Okay.
If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. Yes. Snakes are never poisonous. They're always venomous.
But if you don't understand that distinction, you still die.
She says if you bite each other and neither of you die, that's just kinky.
So wait, which one's poisonous again?
You can bite into a poisonous apple,
right?
But a venomous snake bites you.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
no, it's not a poisonous snake. It's a venomous.
Right.
So if I eat a venomous snake, I won't die.
You'll be poisoned.
I am so confused.
Yeah, now this is like a philosophy
you
class. That's interesting.
Just remember,
but we always refer to poisonous snakes.
Right. No,
Right.
They should be venomous snakes.
Venomous.
And
Gotcha.
Either way, I don't want to be near them.
So poisonous mushrooms, venomous snakes.
Exactly.
Okay. There you go.
Venomous frogs, poisonous bananas.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of banana, I don't remember this, Tom, but this listener wrote in, didn't Tom once borrow a pair of banana scissors from a guy in the produce department to allow himself to jettison a pair of underwear?
What?
Well, my
Two stories are mixed up. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a couple different stories at the same time. No, I had to jettison the underwear. Bob and I had to do, for some reason, a midday DJ thing. I forget why we were there. It was at some far-flung club, and there was some kind of business meeting, and Bob and I were been asked to come up and host this thing. And I had before the event, I had an issue.
To the point you had to cut them off?
I had to jettison them. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had some foil probably from the offending taco. And I balled them up, and I remember just heaving them into a lot of cleanup. It was an awful experience.
All right.
What's the banana scissor story? Do you know that?
I don't.
Huh.
I'm not sure where that came from.
Banana scissors.
Yesterday I was discussing the fact that a friend of mine is a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
And he had occasion to be parked by my house, and I was I just brought him out a snack, and Kelly had made what you guys the term is so-called pigs in a blanket.
Yes.
Which I had never had until a few months ago. I don't know how I missed out on this delicacy, but they were delicious. I've decided they're wonderful. But I took a couple out. I took a paper plate, put them on there, wrapped them in foil, But I didn't want to say, here, I've got some pigs
He
in
had to
it.
jettison his underwear. He had
That would have been handy. But I didn't want to say, I thought pigs in a blanket is so offensive.
It isn't.
But
only in your head would you.
You finding that offensive is what's offensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I forget what I called it, but I assured him that knowing Kelly, the hot dogs were some organic.
I believe you called them dogs en croissant.
Yeah, I called them dogs en croissant. This is a former military police officer is kind enough to write. He goes, I find the term cop in a comforter better than pigs in a blanket.
Cop in a comforter is pretty good.
That is good.
I do like
I wish I thought of that. That's funny.
Here is something, a little bonus for your Cinnabon story. Now, we did have a great story yesterday, and this posed the question, what would it be worth going to prison for? And in this case, it was in Dunwoody, Georgia, which is suburban Atlanta. Someone broke into a mall to get into the Cinnabon, and they were caught and subsequently arrested. But the question is, was it worth it? And I mean, I don't know. Those are awfully good. Those Auntie Anne's pretzels might be worth a short stay in Stir. But he writes, take a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, drop a shot of Fireball in it, and it's called a Cinnabon because that's what it tastes like.
Ooh, I got some Fireball in my desk. If we get a Pabst, we can
so
try it
we'll
out.
have to grab a Pabst. We can do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love drinking at 6.
We have to drink all 6 of them.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
You haven't met Jeff.
If there's 6, I'm drinking 6.
Getting your money's worth, Mr. Dipso.
Yes.
It's nice to see you here. The Cinnabon story, I forget exactly. Oh, here we go. It was the Perimeter Mall. And but this guy's obviously going to jail. So
wow.
And the cop said, next time think about the long-term consequences before you get those late-night cravings. In other words, the munchies. But I understand that his buns are getting glazed in prison right now somewhere. Any other mail over there from anybody?
No,
I
back
didn't
to
get
the
it.
pigs in a blanket. This is from Harmony. Hey, goofballs, you keep talking about Tom's other words. First, pigs in a blanket, but you keep neglecting to mention the greatest pigs in a blanket Tomism ever, dick dogs. I've not been able to call them anything else since.
He did say that.
I did.
Yes.
Made a big plate of dick dogs over there.
I'd completely forgotten. I'm so sorry. We also had a lengthy discussion about the Goodyear blimp celebrating its 100th birthday.
Oh, yeah, that was lengthy.
I was wondering if I want to buy a blimp, is it like Willie's Waterbed Emporium? Are the blimps pre-filled? Asking for a friend. See you all at Steven Singer's Ravioli Night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you from Roderick.
They're listening.
And didn't you find that what was the statistic on the cost of filling a blimp?
It's very expensive.
Wasn't it $100,000?
Yeah, let me.
But they keep them inflated.
Not year round, do they?
Yeah. They keep them in a
Filling a blimp with helium like the Goodyear blimp costs around $100,000 due to the large amount of helium needed.
But I remember there was a helium shortage a while back, but then they discovered a whole new, whatever you call it, stash.
Party City.
Stash of helium at Party City.
You can go to a Costco and it's cheaper, though, if you want to fill that up.
Now it's down to $75,000.
Oh, so market price has
Yeah,
changed?
it is market price. Mhm.
But once they fill it, they don't deflate it every time.
No, not every time.
They
fly it to the next city, I would think, right?
And they tether it down.
Right.
I wonder if one's ever gone loose.
Maybe, and we just, I mean, it went all the way.
I mean,
that'd be pretty funny.
As a blimp,
How would they get it down?
I don't know if they shoot it, but I don't know if they would. I mean, I think they would actually scramble some jets.
I'll wait for it to get over China, take some photographs.
Well, would it keep just floating up? Into the
I don't know. A couple years back, there was a space flight that essentially was a balloon that went up past the atmosphere.
Yeah, I remember that, but
So maybe it would keep going into space?
Yeah. I don't think so. I
don't know.
We needed someone
there
who
was
knows
an
what they're
Army radar blimp that apparently got lost from its tether, and they found it in the woods. Apparently, at some point, it started to come down because it was stuck in a tree.
I assume
that's the only thing
with today's technology, the Goodyear blimp, there's probably some guy with an app. He grabs his phone, beep, 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 and the thing just comes right down.
Yeah. Or do you think like a plug comes out and it goes all over the sky?
Sounds like a big fart.
Don't you still like that as an adult when a balloon does that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're only what was it? There are only a couple dozen blimps in service.
Yeah, not very many left.
Is Fuji still doing one?
I don't know.
Because I mean,
Not a lot of film out there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Who else is left besides Goodyear?
MetLife.
Oh yeah, they
the
did.
Snoopy one.
The Snoopy.
Okay. We'll look forward to seeing the Goodyear blimp out there somewhere. If you want to reach us, by all means, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Also, we have
please
a complaint for Josh
because we cannot talk blimps again. So we need your emails.
No, we're asking important questions
that we've asked.
But I'd like an answer.
I sure would like you to get one too. Because
well, you're more than welcome to research this. I hate to break into you.
Also,
I know you got a pretty busy.
Also, more than welcome to jump off the roof head first. But
take a rope and put it over.
Yeah.
Just because you've never ridden on a blimp, and Christy and I have, and you're just jealous.
I am jealous.
I am.
Take this up with your therapist if he hasn't killed himself.
It's a she, and she's close.
Yeah. She looks at her roster, whatever day you come in. Oh, let's see, Daphne. Okay, Sylvia. Oh God.
I'll be looking at the clock for 50 minutes.
Yeah. Excuse me, I got an hour's worth of sniveling to say.
Oh, you don't snivel.
What if you can see me? Yeah. I'm not taking notes. I'm playing Wordle Archive.
Yeah. Let Tom Griswold do now. Oh.
Well, he said.
He's a big bully.
Now, we had a news story a couple weeks ago.
Tom might actually be sad at how little he comes up in therapy.
No, I don't care either way.
All right.
I want to bring that up. We had a fun story about a dog that had been gone for quite some time, came back home and rang the doorbell.
Yes.
Remember this?
I love
that. Was
that
great.
Story.
Josh disputed it. And as you recall.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I didn't believe that it could just ring the doorbell.
This is kind of a long letter, but eventually this dog whose name was Trouble would often wander down the alley anytime her owners let her out. She accidentally rang the doorbell in the middle of the night, which was funny once. This quickly became her nightly habit.
Oh.
We had to finally disable our doorbell in order to sleep through the night. Sorry. And then she says, sorry, Joshy, it really can be done.
Well, right. It was an accident, you said. It was an accident.
No, but once the dog
But then they reacted in a certain way that the dog liked, and then the dog started doing it.
The dog hit the bell, and they realized, wait a minute, if I do this,
my owners come and give me attention.
Oh, this is the neighbor.
Oh, well,
the dog was going next door.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, how about some treats? Now, do you have your dog trained to do anything specific when it wants to go out? You know,
no, they don't ring a bell or anything.
Well, some people
they just look at me and
some
go,
people put the little sleigh bells on their.
Sure.
On
Mine come and put their paw up on my knee.
Yeah,
and
I've got that. They do that.
Jump back.
Oh, yeah.
To the hop.
That look says bucket, sponge, squeegee, paper towels, or are we going out?
It's your choice.
It's that simple. I can crouch right here. I can do 3 spins and go, as long as I'm facing north.
Quite frankly, I'm happy to stay in. It's cold out.
Yeah.
But I am giving you the
We get lots of letters here. You can reach us once again, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We also get love letters about Raycon earbuds. I just got one handed to me yesterday, and had it not gotten lost in the shuffle, I'd be more than happy to read it to you. The essence of it was how much this guy loves his Raycon earbuds, and we got a thing going today with Raycon, 20% off site-wide. You go to buyraycon.com/Tom. And again, I keep saying the same thing. Valentine's Day, just around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be an idiot. And this is the one that the Christy Lee rule of shopping applies here. Now, you, I'm sure, know about how this works. Christy invented this. When you go shopping for a gift for someone, you have to buy something for yourself. Yeah, everyone knows. Everyone knows how this works.
Sure.
So this is perfect for Raycons because for the price of 2 sets of Raycons, that's still not as much as one set of those really expensive ones that keep falling out of your ear. Raycon, the sound is great, which is the key. Also, if you're concerned about maybe the colors, how about royal blue, blush violet, forest green, and more? There's a limited edition series of Raycon earbuds out there right now. I'm going to go off script here and recommend the over-the-ear headphones that I got for both my girls. When we travel, they're calmly sitting in the back seat of the car or on the airplane with their headphones on, watching God knows what on their iPads. I don't care. I'm in peace. That's all that counts. If they're watching something perhaps maybe a little too adult, that's my problem down the road.
Yes.
Here we go. Raycon earbuds. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. There's all kinds of technical stuff in this that I don't understand, like multi-port connectivity, 32-hour battery life. I get that, and that's very important. Active noise cancellation. That would shut for example, me chatting in your ear right now. You could click, and I'm gone. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. 20% off site-wide today. That's BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Coming up, a song from Mr. Pat Godwin as Pat gets ready for his dry bar comedy special being filmed in Provo, Utah this Saturday night. Oh, my gosh. If you're anywhere near Provo, you got to get tickets. If not, hop on the plane, and hope to see you there. And we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Well, looks like we got dumped. No.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could? But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and the rain, honey. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me.
Blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah, I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Allie.
Baby, blow me.
And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay. Just grab a hold of this and baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss. Oh, I've been smelling. Oh, Sally.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows.
The Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Did you get I mean this in a kind of an way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who want to party with
Rod,
them?
Rod
There's a reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii. He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did. You know?
What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys are like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that would kind of be a buzz. Kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was all, we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. That was cool. That one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earache My Eye from. Hey, that's my record, man.
Special thing coming up about a very special movie on the way and how to win tickets. Details and all that on the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby, I'm Josh Arnold. Tom, we're off to a heck of a start.
You two fighting, it's always lovely.
Well, I don't think we're really fighting. We were just talking in the green room about... Well, I'll be honest, we were comparing certain things.
Oh, really?
Yes. Every Tuesday, because I've been doing stretching. And
can you touch your toes?
Oh, you don't know what I've been stretching.
Oh.
So the answer is no.
If you can touch your toes with that while standing, sometimes longer is not better.
So you're right.
Yeah, that's unwieldy.
There's a girth component. No one wants to be known as Dick Pencil. Now, we did have something kind of interesting. This happens pretty much every year. You get the thing about it's usually a zoo, and they'll, whatever name. What was it?
This was in San Antonio. The zoo is like trying to raise money for a new exhibit, and they are offering the opportunity for you to name a cockroach after your ex, and then they will feed it to the turtles.
Sort of an anti-Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but
right.
That doesn't really show you've gotten over them, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Sure doesn't.
An animal shelter in New Jersey will name a feral cat after your ex.
Is that right?
Now, this is actually a positive. They'll name a feral cat after your ex-boyfriend and then neuter it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
In exchange for a $50 donation.
So you can tell your girlfriends, hey, I got Kevin's balls cut off. I mean, that's kind of the joke there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, going way back in my life, I could name it after an ex, but they'd have to treat the cat for syphilis. But that's these things happen in the 80s.
Oh, sure.
Again, the whole thing, though, is, I mean, if someone does that, then do you really send them the message? Hey, dear Dave, I got a feral cat neutered.
I think you post it. I mean, that's what. Never underestimate the power of any kind of social media. Yeah, something that somebody can post.
Yeah. Well, obviously it's a positive thing, helping with the feral cat population.
Sure, and raising money for a zoo and whatever.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But no, that does not segue elegantly into what I'm going to mention right now, which is this news story about something I would be loath to participate in. The Naked Cruise.
The annual nudist cruise from Miami takes place every February, and it's on for 2025. That's right. The outfit known as Bare Necessities Tour and Travel.
Is it Bare? Is it Bare? B-A-R-E?
B-A-R-E reports that. Well, of course, if
that's
it was
what it is.
B-E-A-R.
Jungle Book has the pun. It's
what the hell?
Is it B-A-R-B?
It's never.
Is it B-A-R-E?
Well, no, I don't. I mean,
that is how that phrase is spelled.
I understand that, but I'm just saying it's taking off on a Disney thing.
No, it isn't.
Reports passengers.
Hey, we got the Disney cruise. This is Donald Dick. Get it? Dick.
Passengers look forward
I'm so glad you ran with that.
exotic tropical islands, historic ports of local culture, and an exclusive stop at the cruise line's private island.
And a lot of wangs.
For the Bear cruisers to enjoy au naturel.
Now, Pat, and you were on a naked cruise.
Yeah, one.
Now, would you, I'm assuming, is it primarily couples?
Or is it more single people, couples? Yeah, groups of people.
Is it more men than women? I mean, could you tell, or with anecdotal research?
Pretty 50-50.
Well, okay.
This is on the Norwegian cruise line. Guests must be 21 or older.
Boy, talking about Norwegian wood, huh?
And can go without clothes in many onboard spaces, including the buffet, but they must cover up at certain times when docked or while eating in the dining rooms.
So why is the sneeze guard so low?
Yeah.
Well,
so you can have your stink nugget out while you're eating some chicken nuggets.
The company states, please sit on a towel at all times while nude in a G-string thong or anytime you are bare bottom.
Hey, just walked by the buffet. Is it sushi tonight? What's gives? I guess Eleanor got a little sweaty.
And they want to make sure you know.
I scrubbed that thing, babe.
This is not a charter swinger cruise. This is just an au naturel. It's not sexual.
Okay, Pat, I have another question.
Yes.
And you may not remember this. Are the fellows wearing watches? Are they naked walking around the Lido deck? Are they?
Maybe some of them were like their.
Or do they just lie down facing north and use it as a sundial?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Half a dick past belly button. Must be time for lunch.
Half a what?
What? Oh my gosh, Pat, do you have a song for us?
I did see an older guy. This is true with a C ring on, and that was disturbing.
Seriously?
Yeah, in angry mode, like walking around.
Oh, won't you look at my C-ring?
That's not a bad idea. You want to do Nude Cruise? Here we go. Old man naked on the bow of the ship. Bare-ass lady, you can read her lips. Volleyball in the buff with free-flowing booze. Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise? Boobies, boobies, baby. Coochies, hairy ladies, butt cheeks. Ooh, baby, won't you let me take you on a nude cruise? Couple having dinner at a nice little ship cafe.
Dude-up, power-up-a-dude-up.
Didn't want to be mooned as they choked on creme brulee. Hey, 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 oh, naked badminton flying shuttlecocks. Family of 5 waving from the dock. Nowadays with the internet, the kids aren't shocked. Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise? Boobies, Ooh-wee, baby. Coochies. Whoa! Hair ladies, butt cheeks. Ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a nude cruise?
Yeah. Here's a picture of this. The ship is called the Headman Fitzgerald.
Oh, really? The Headman Fitzgerald.
A lot going on in that show.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
As they would say,
No, I'm sorry. No, it's the Fitzgeraldine.
As the pundits would say, let's unpack this.
That's on my list, by the way. The word unpack, I've really had it with that.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, always now, constant. We're going to unpack the latest from Washington. Oh, stop it. Stop it. I can't stand it. That sounds like an interesting cruise, Pat. Would you do it again? Is the money good enough?
The money was great. I don't know if I'd do it again. It was an odd week.
You know, I bet they were happy people.
Yeah, they were. They had
unencumbered.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
I bet they'd love that song.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have that then. I did a couple other things.
Now, that will not be part of your show at the Dry Bar Comedy
not one word of it.
Club. Nothing. Not even the ooey.
No.
No.
Doing a special clean show Saturday night. This Saturday, Feb 8, Provo, Utah. Please, if you're anywhere near there, go see that. How do you even find out about tickets? Is it just you go to Dry Bar Comedy?
Yeah, .com.
All right, well, that'll be fun. And that'll be broadcast over the internet on the Dry Bar website coming up just around the corner. What do we have coming up in the world of sports, Jeffrey?
Should the Monday after the Super Bowl be a national holiday?
Oh,
and a Cleveland Brown star requests to be traded.
Oh.
Get me out of here, he says.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean... What was it? What were they?
3 and 14.
I can see why, but you still get the check, though, right?
Yeah,
you get
I don't
paid
know
$10
why
million.
they care.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll find out about all those things. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
What could make Josh Arnold this happy? Well, he got all his favorite Valentines, the brand new Peacock Teal 24-karat gold dipped rose from IHateStevensinger.com. You could be as happy as Josh. Just go to IHateStevensinger.com. Get one for your Valentine.
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
That sounds good to me.
No problem here. Sorry, that'll be my fault.
The hell was that?
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
Well, that sounds good to me.
No problem here.
How's it going?
Morning.
Hey, hold on there, kid. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We thought we'd barge in. God.
There's a new one. Hey, kid, hold on there. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We do a morning radio show here in town.
Here's the deal. We thought we'd break into your house.
Consarn it. Shoot. Darn it.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, great. Fish again.
You know, we can vote you off this commercial.
You know, Chick wanted Richard Hatch.
What if we paid you to say you liked us?
We can vote you off.
Okay.
Come way down.
And now the news. Oh.
You do sports.
And now the sports.
That would be you, Chick.
Sports terms that sound dirty, but they're not.
Oh, really?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in first place.
Good.
Palming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
Just don't get your holes mixed up.
Right. Ooh.
Just don't get your holes messed up.
Flip the cord over. Flip the cord over.
I don't want it in my
I don't know if that's what they're looking for here.
Don't Christ. How many times have I heard that?
Take two.
A London homeowner who discovered 3 men trying to rob his house had no difficulty in describing one of the suspects. He had no legs.
Ooh, usually in crime, it's the... Usually in crime, it's the police that are stumped, not the criminals.
I know you guys probably aren't interested, but guess what I did this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you impeach Bush?
No.
Buzz the honey hole.
No.
Flick the minnow? Did you flick the minnow? Flicking the old minnow?
Flicking the minnow?
Or did you impeach Clinton?
Bailing out the gravy boat? Is that what you were doing?
Finger the fountain?
Sounds like a wonderful time, but no, I didn't do any of those things. Sorry.
What a boring weekend.
Yeah,
Move on.
yes.
Bounce the bearded clam?
Did you attend the clam twiddling jamboree?
That's it?
I was
That's
wondering
what
if
I
you're gonna
did?
get to that or not.
Yeah, I double dribbled.
Tom did.
I just took his only line.
Is this okay? I like to think of Bob as the funny...
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prop, yeah.
It's part of the drinking act. I like to think of Bob as the funny one, and I'm more the philosophical one.
Ah.
Really? By the way, you left your headlights on. Socrates.
What's new?
Can you do the other
That's
line?
it?
That's it.
That was the joke?
What was
That's
the other
it?
This one right here. I think of Bob as the funny one. I'm more of the philosophical one.
Really?
Will you shut up and drink your hemlock, please?
I told you to be too hip for you. Hemlock, you know.
Hemlock.
Socrates.
What is it?
Poison.
Why does it start with H? What, hemlock? Headlights? What's next?
Hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid?
I am amazed at the women who do that.
At what?
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless.
you know what? Us as guys are also
And
amazed.
he goes,
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sorry. This guy,
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy friend,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
I can't. I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No,
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her keys.
Oh, my Lord, that is...
Yeah. Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does. Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to.
Wow.
I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
Huge records, all kinds of them. I'll let you know about some of them coming up in just a few minutes as we push on.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee is sitting over there gorgeously at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
In honor of the naked cruise, she's decided.
Oh, I'm going to be naked the rest of the day.
Well, we appreciate it.
Very nice.
After I leave here.
And the other peeping people.
We are the peeping people. Maybe we used to that at a restaurant. What's the name of your party? Peeping. P-E-P-I-N-G. Will the peeping party, please? Your table is ready. So sorry.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey across the way.
Yes, sir.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer Jewelers sidekick chair, reminding you that Valentine's Day is right around the corner. But you can still get Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold-dipped roses just in time with free shipping. Shop now only at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tom, woo, it's a Tuesday.
All right. Thank you very much. We have a lot on our plate here. I'm not even sure which way to turn. I guess we'll go briefly to the sports desk. Sitting in for Chick McGee, it's comedian Jeff Oskey. This gives me an opportunity to remind you, Jeff's great stand-up, and he's going to be part of our special show the evening of February 21st at the Riverside Casino and Resort. And let's see, I'll be your host, and it'll be Patty G, Josh Arnold, Jeffrey Oskey, and Al Jackson for a great night of comedy. That morning, by the way, we're going to do a free thing starting at 5 o'clock in the morning local time at the Riverside Casino and Resort, doing our show. This show will be emanating through the magic of satellites and electricity and stuff, which I'm not really familiar with. But we'll be there, and we'll be broadcasting it. It'll be on the TV, et cetera, et cetera. And I want to remind you, we're going to have a special T-shirt for the we're doing it a little charity thing, hoping to raise some serious bucks by selling these shirts. We'll have pictures of them posted in the next couple of days, but they'll be available on site. And after the event, probably we'll make them available online if we have any left over. But we're just getting the design all finished. But it's a really cool thing. And they're a good-looking shirt. I'll show you guys in just a second.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
What they look like. It's a benefit for the Stead Family Medical Center, so it'll be cool. Now, we have Jeffrey over there at the sports desk. What's happening?
Cleveland Brown star Myles Garrett has requested to be traded to a Super Bowl contending team so he can have a chance to win a Super Bowl. He issued a statement saying, "While I love calling Cleveland home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton. It's always been to compete and win a Super Bowl. With that in mind, I've requested to be traded from the Cleveland Browns."
This year, right now. I want to play Sunday.
Yes.
I have three words for you. New York Jets. What do you think?
Well, he's probably hoping for the Chiefs right now. Then he would win a Super Bowl, probably.
Yeah, the Browns finished last in the AFC North with a record of 3-14.
What this guy's making? More than $10 million a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wants to win. Surely that's.
I think you can go on. I think you can go on eBay and get a Super Bowl ring for $2,000.
The man's got pride in his work. I like it.
Yeah, that's a rarity, actually. Yeah,
wants to do it.
Good for him.
Should the Monday after Super Bowl be a national holiday? According to a new survey, the majority of Americans believe the Monday after Super Bowl should be a national holiday.
Well, come on.
I think every Monday should be a national holiday.
Yeah. 4-day work week.
You could fill in anything there.
Uh-huh.
Commissioned by Coors Light, a poll of 3,000 respondents aged 21 and older found that 55% wished the Monday after the big game was a national holiday. More than 75% said Mondays are already the worst day of the week. On average, respondents have a case of the Mondays at least once a month, averaging 15 times a year. Over 40% of those polled agreed that Monday after game day is one of the top 3 most despised Mondays of the year.
But if we got rid of Mondays, wouldn't we just have terrible Tuesdays?
Yeah, but also,
I mean, come on.
Also, for some people, think about it. The Monday after the Super Bowl, you haven't had enough sleep.
Yeah.
Do you really want your kids not to be in school? You can look after them all day hungover. You got to give this some thought before you jump on them.
Fans said the worst part of the Mondays of the year are being up late the night before, 50%, the thought of having to go to work after a riveting game, 45%, and that it signals the end of football season, 35%.
Man, and some people feel all 3 of those at once.
Yeah. Like Costaki, probably.
Yeah. The end of the football season, that's a real thing for Chick.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And I know Ace, you'll bring up whatever they're calling that other league now.
Spring football.
Great. He can't get in. Chick can't get into that.
Yeah.
He hasn't tried.
It doesn't work for him. But I don't think everybody should have the Monday off. I mean, think about the guys at the wastewater treatment plants.
Overtime, yeah.
Oh, I mean, that Monday.
Yeah.
That's a real S show. Well, Everybody,
oh boy.
Everybody flushed at the same time is what I meant to say.
Is that what you meant to say?
Your Honor, he meant to say.
Well, see, sir, what you did say, though.
Yeah. Apparently a lot of corn in those nachos yesterday, Lloyd. Everything's all stuck up. But this was, before you get there, this was, as I recall, going back just a couple of weeks. This was based on a Coors Light promotion. They changed the name of their beer to Monday's Light.
That's right. I remember we did that story. Sure.
And here's the story. It says, "Bring chill to one of the worst Mondays of the year."
Mm-hmm.
They rebranded several packages of Coors Light, making it Monday's Light. So it's just a stunt. Renaming it. We've had a couple of these. What was the famous one? Someone changed their sign.
IHOP went to IHOP.
That's it. That was the most famous one. And then they changed one letter.
Yeah, the P to the B for burgers.
And the people at Runts did it. That backfired.
It did. We need to remind people that this is candy. But we're going to put... That really did backfire.
I'm sorry. You have a world record. I'm losing that place.
Sorry.
Stupid world record.
Our man David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most ping pong balls caught in shaving foam on the head in 30 seconds. Self-thrown.
I just joined Blue Man Group.
The thing is, David has some great records, but this one, even the visual on this with this helmet made of, look at this, he's got this helmet made of shaving foam.
At least this is silly and fun.
I feel like anyone could beat this.
I don't think anybody else has ever done it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got a head full of shaving foam, and he's heaving ping pong balls against a wall, bouncing them.
Oh, look how happy.
And he's doing this at the headquarters of the Guinness World Record.
He looks hilariously serious.
Yeah. He crafted the helmet of shaving foam on his head before bouncing ping pong balls against a wall and catching them in the foam.
How many did he catch?
16, surpassing his previous record of 14, Christy.
Okay.
It took place at the Guinness World Records headquarters in London.
So he already had the record. Why did he want to beat the record?
They wanted to do can you play the video again? Because the guy I feel sorry for, what do they call him? The adjudicator?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, that's a very awkward word. If they show...
Well, this is him. Okay.
Yeah, the guy looks so serious and... you think the guy's weighing in his head, well, how did I do to get this career? I'm counting ping pong balls. Right there, that guy.
Yeah, a nice suit.
Counting ping pong balls on a guy's head.
To get dressed up.
Yeah.
Count balls and shaving foam.
I'm counting.
David flew all the way to London to do that.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm sure Guinness footed the bill. It's their headquarters.
What do? You grow up and go, I want to be an adjudicator for Guinness World Records. That's my job.
Notice that he looks like Marge Simpson with that big kind of a foam bouffant.
At least that one's easy to count. Like, imagine being the guy who has to count the guy who hits the most piano keys in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Being that adjudicator. Like, that guy's...
You'd have to slow it down, right? And
go back and see the audio or something.
Yeah, so then it takes you 3 hours.
This is not Mr. Rush, but another man has broken the Guinness World Record for axe throwing by throwing an axe more than 180 feet.
What did his wife say to him?
For context, not X.
For context, the Olympic swimming pool is only 164 feet long. So he threw
that's a long way
over an Olympic swimming pool. The serial record breaker, Osman Gurju, earned the latest title after tossing an axe 183 feet, 8.72 inches, obliterating the previous record of 143 feet.
Whoa.
Some of the other 43-year-olds records include longest cornhole backward shot At 59 feet.
I thought the longest cornhole was Neil Patrick Harris.
That's
the farthest longest cornhole backward shot, 42 feet, and the farthest throw of a rubber chicken, 114 feet.
That can't be easy.
114 feet, he threw a rubber chicken.
I wonder if he just has to muscle him or if he can get a running start.
Wonder what he'd throw,
Like
a regular
javelin it?
football.
Yeah.
Well, these are
Whoa.
guys probably that failed at real sports.
Yeah, but
So, and the adjudicator in this one.
I'm not going to badmouth the axe sniper. That was Tom that said that, sir.
Yeah, you want him on the front
Well,
line.
yeah, I don't want to be the adjudicator on the other end. Uh-oh, here it comes, duck.
Boy, it made it farther than I thought, right into my forehead.
Right now, it's the constant reminder about what's happening in a couple of weeks. In fact, it's fewer than, what is it? How many days?
10 days.
Okay. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. That's where
10
our buddy
days.
Steven Singer comes in. Steven Singer Jewelers. You find him at IHateStevenSinger.com. A variety of special gifts for that special person. And once again, a lot of pressure because Valentine's Day is on a Friday, which means if you blow this, you're going to have to suffer through the whole weekend in sorrow. So don't go blaming me when Friday night was pretty tough. Saturday was kind of bad. Sunday was terrible. You know, I don't know, I had to call a lawyer Monday. You can take care of this right now by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Among the many choices, the Peel Teacock Gold Dipped Roses comes in a beautiful box. Shipping, of course, is free. $79 for one of these babies, or perhaps a lovely bracelet. Bracelets, necklaces, earrings. Steven Singer Jewelers, he's got them all. Just go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Remember, diamonds are a girl's best friend. You can't go wrong here if you want to be her best whatever it might be. IHateStevenSinger.com. Some beautiful shades of blue, by the way, and this kind of bluish green. I don't even know how to describe it. They're calling it peacock teal. This year's special rose, kind of a tropical feel as well. So get a look-see at it by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Again, free shipping on everything, and you can always upgrade. If you bought some earrings last year, you want to make them bigger, you can get the full value of the ones you bought last year. Find out what I'm talking about by visiting IHateStevenSinger.com. He's a dog guy. We're good buddies. Check him out right now. IHateStevenSinger.com. Get this done today, by the way. Get that order in before 2 o'clock Eastern time, and it's out the door today. You'll have it in plenty of time to not ruin the following weekend. I'm just telling you right now. Don't. I don't want to get a letter the Monday after Valentine's Day. Oh, no. I'm living in the doghouse, literally.
Yeah,
Don't
no
be an idiot.
excuse.
Okay. Now, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Oh, Christy, we have to head back over to the news desk.
All right.
Oh my.
What?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, spoiler alert.
What?
It's hot as Hades where I'm at.
Really?
Swear to God.
You mean Hades?
Check local listings. Ain't that what you always say, Tom?
Yeah. Depending. It's pretty hot almost everywhere.
Stuffy dick. It's humid here, too. My sack's been permanently stuck in my left leg for the past 5 days, like a clingy koala bear on a eucalyptus tree.
That makes it sound cute.
Very cute.
Anyways, I thought I'd give you some of my suggestions on how to beat the heat if you got a minute.
All right.
Okay.
So here goes. Hey, sun seekers and lazy tweakers. It's time now for the top 5 ways to beat the heat with your host, Donnie Baker. Ladies first, I'll say it like this. You ladies have home field advantage on this one.
Yeah.
I'll call it cooling from the core. There's a reason why popsicles are shaped the way they are, Christy.
Yeah?
Think about it.
Oh,
or unless you're Angel Skinner's, a popsicle ain't going to quite cut it.
No.
For her, it's going to take a 12-pack of dilly bars or a mid-sized Yeti. Swear to God. Hey, Josh, you heard the old hot down the hallway.
Sure, yeah.
Well, with Angel Skinner's, hot dogs could pole vault in it. Sit right to her face. Yeah, all caps and Helveticas. Number 2 ways to stay cool in the heat. Go naked skinny dipping.
Oh.
Ain't nothing going to cool you off quicker than naked skinny dipping. But see, I always personally choose to go skinny dipping in pools. I'll never go naked in retention ponds, lakes, rivers, or retention streams.
Yeah.
Why is
Anywhere
that?
there's creatures that might go noodling up my sphincter, I'm out. Plus, I don't want some snapping turtle or largemouth bass confusing my junk for a meaty sea snake or a eclectic eel or something.
Electric eel.
Third and foremost, any gender. Eat lots of spicy foods like jalapenos. Wash them down with shots of Fireball.
Oh.
Well, think about it. That way the heat from the outside and the inside cancels the worst of each other out.
Oh, I see.
Sort of like Dolly Parton's and Kenny Rogers tape. Remember that tape? Both of them suck, but when you put them together, they gave us Islands in the Stream.
Oh, nice song. I like that song.
Oh, by the way, that song was playing in Heather Larson's Chevette the first time I got to second base.
Oh, wow.
Swear to God. Have you guys seen Heather now?
No, I haven't seen her.
Well, she's on Facebook.
Is she?
She's got more babies than an unemployed possum. And to this day, I can't hear that tape without chubbing up.
You love that song, do you?
Speaking of chubbing up, the best way to beat the heat, keep your mind off of it.
Yeah.
True.
I say it like this. Michael Junebug always says, if you can't beat the heat, beat your meat. Because nothing will get your mind off the heat quicker than a little visit to Pornhub Premium.
Oh, Donnie.
I swear to God, fresh dollop of icy hot in your hand for pre-gaming. And if you really want to cool off, dabble a little of that icy hot on your nipples. That'll take the heat off your chest.
Really?
But you'll be walking around with a pair of firm meat whistles. Even dudes will be bird dogging. Hey, Christy.
Yes.
And we can rub them together. I'm still chubbing over Heather.
Lovely.
So when Donnie hears
Islands in the Sun. Oh, in the stream, yeah.
he thinks of Heather Larson and chubs up. Who knew? It's so romantic. That's our song, Heather. Well, thank you, Donnie. Very, very informative. I don't think any of those things will work to beat the heat.
Good thing they don't play it much.
You don't hear that much anymore.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I've successfully avoided that for quite a while.
It's a rough love song. I love that song.
You do, really?
I think it's so fun.
Are you out of your mind? I don't think I don't think I can work with you anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
We're making love together.
Provo, Utah. Later on this week for a killer dry bar comedy special. There's Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tommy.
Now, to be clear, Pat will be filming his dry bar comedy special. He's not just going to Provo to watch someone else do it.
Okay.
It'll be Pat Godwin on stage in Provo, Utah this Saturday night.
I didn't realize
Two shows.
I did make it clear.
Oh,
it was pretty clear.
Yeah, it was pretty clear.
No, Cora, apparently it wasn't.
No.
Did you hear back about your loan, Josh?
Oh, I'm glad you asked there. Jeff, if you guys remember, I'm trying to open up a cheese shop in Provo.
Provo, Utah. No, really.
But the bank won't give me any money. I can't get a provolone.
And
No
it was
cheese.
And it was a Swiss bank.
It was a Swiss bank, and all my cheddar's in there, and I just don't know.
Not for up any salami?
Interesting. You got a bigger laugh yesterday.
They cut those funds, right? They cut the cheese funds, right?
They did, yeah. They cut
So sorry.
Yes.
Let's see now. Where were we? But Pat, you were going to do another song for us. Is that correct? You had a little something you wanted to do?
They may be shutting down Mondays because of us trying to process the new treat for Super Bowl, which, of course, is the hot baked potato.
yeah, that's right.
Now, once again,
it's the number one treat.
The number one treat for Super Bowl parties.
See, last week we were trying to figure out what the number one food is for Super Bowl parties, and we had a lot of stats. I think it was 65% of people will be attending a Super Bowl party.
I'll be one of those.
Staggering.
Yeah.
I will not. But the number one food, according to Chick McGee, was the baked potato. I challenged that. I think it's chicken wings and pizza. But Pat, you got a song about this?
Oh, it's the Super Bowl treat, the snack that can't be beat. Wings and pizza, they gotta go. I want a hot baked potato. I want a hot baked potato. Not a fried green tomato. No fettuccine Alfredo. I want a hot baked potato. Drench it in sour cream and butter. Oh, the sputter's like no other. With cheese you can smother. I want a hot baked potato. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Okay. Well, I know someone is going to do baked potatoes for their party just so they can take a picture and send it to us
Oh, of course.
the day after
I'd be
the Super Bowl.
disappointed if they didn't.
Yes. Well,
Baked potato bar would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea.
I bet it'll happen. Yeah.
Have you ever been to a place where they had a baked potato bar?
No.
It is terrific.
It's wonderful. He's
All the
looking at us like we're
toppings.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. They have huge spuds and all the toppings.
Yeah,
So what is it? Is it like a salad bar?
Yeah. They have sour cream, butter, green onion, bacon, cheddar cheese, chili, whatever you want to put on there.
It's great.
Okay,
Awesome.
Okay. Now, is this a restaurant kind of thing? Or?
Some places.
Okay.
No, it's in a parking lot behind a Big Lots. What are you talking about? It's in a food truck.
I've been to several restaurants.
I've actually been to a party where they had that. A graduation party for a high school student.
No kidding.
Yeah, they had a
baked potato bar?
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Wendy's used to have one, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
A lot of really burned flesh inside the mouth.
Yeah, you got to make sure it's not piping hot.
Whenever you cut open a baked potato, it's like opening a bag of microwave popcorn. There's this.
It's done right.
They melt steel with that first huff.
I can tell you're not a baked potato eater.
No, I enjoy a baked
I think
potato.
they're delicious, don't you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I eat the
had one
skin,
last
too.
Week.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Love the skin.
Like
Love
a
it when
nice-
it's crusty and has a lot of kosher salt on it.
Oh, yeah.
Tasty jacket.
Oh, a lot of stuff. Now, Pat, can you eat potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I know you're a vegan. I can never remember which.
Well, I'm starting to move into a little more Mediterranean. Every couple of days, putting a little salmon in there, a little sardine.
Nice.
Good. Very
The
good.
mix.
So you can't go to the meetings anymore then?
No, I couldn't go to the meetings.
The meetings for the vegans?
Yeah.
No, can you? Do we vegans? They don't wear leather shoes, right? It's not.
No, it's strictly about their diet. It's not in regards to their lifestyle.
Okay, and because I know Paul McCartney doesn't wear.
Yeah, he's all in. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
What
all
is there a
in.
name for that?
There is. I was just trying to remember it. There really is a name for people who
like Vegemite.
A Vegemite, that's a sandwich.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Isn't Vegemite like mayonnaise in Australia or something?
Well,
It's like
Australian
it's in a
spread,
jar.
right? Yeah.
It's made of
Nutella,
made of dead
looking.
lizards or something.
real dark. looking. Yeah.
Had lizards.
I don't know. It's I remember we had to try it once and it was
Did
horrific.
we have that with our English breakfast?
The Vegemite?
It was similar. Yeah.
What
yes.
was that?
I don't remember what that's called, but it's actually a brand name too.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And Wonder Woman, the thing that she can't get anywhere near is called Vegemite. It's like what kryptonite is to Superman.
Yes.
Are you familiar with kryptonite, Christy?
Of course.
Yeah,
That's-
Superman gets near kryptonite and his superpowers
it goes away,
Yeah,
of course,
Wonder
yes.
Woman near Vegemite.
Lex Luthor always wanted the kryptonite, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. There aren't a lot of comic books about Vegemite. There should be. What's
Remember
happening?
Dolomite? Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He was like a Superfly Shaft kind of. Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Oh, yeah. I forget who.
Just a couple years ago.
Name.
Right?
Oh, it's old. Blaxploitation.
Eddie Murphy played him in a movie bio of him.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's right. It was about the guy who made Dolomite. Or what? Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you got over there, Christy?
Well, we're going to tie a lot of these things together with this story. The sports bar chain Twin Peaks is going public. Some call it a breastaurant. The chain has made its debut on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange. According to an investor presentation from its owner, Fat Brands, Twin Peaks has an estimated equity value of $1.04 billion to $1.28 billion, and they owned 115 restaurants.
Wow.
But as of last evening, the stock had already dropped 20% in value. CNBC reports that the Hooters rival is the first restaurant initial public offering of the new year.
Okay.
So if you'd like to invest in Twin Peaks.
I drive by one of those a lot.
Yep, right
and
over here.
It's always full.
Have you walked in there?
One of the staff members here goes there every Sunday to watch it.
It's always.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's, and by the way, editor's note, I would bet you $100 right now at lunchtime today, it'll be at least 50% pickup trucks. But it's always full. So I don't know about the stock market, the issue thing, but that place is really crowded. The one that I see.
It's pretty good food. I
haven't been
I've
there.
only been a few times.
I've been there once. It was across the street from the hotel I stayed at, and it's crazy. It's a lot worse than Hooters. They're practically naked in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's wild.
And I guess there's like a no waxing rule, so there's like a little bit of hair.
Oh, gosh. Nobody wants bikini spiders in their food, Tom.
Speak for yourself.
Short and curly fries.
It's funny because I'm looking at the stock market thing right now, and it looks kind of like a boob.
Oh, a little ticker.
Goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down.
Wouldn't that be funny if the little ticker across the thing came across those little boobs?
Little IBO, initial breast offering.
Yes.
Now, I'd never heard the expression breastaurant.
You've never heard that before?
I hadn't either. Or if I had,
I'd
left
never
my
heard
mind.
I've heard
Sadly,
it.
I want to call
Hooters, Twin Peaks. There was another one that was over here.
KFC, but they mean something different.
There's one for guys too.
Oh, really?
It's Peckers. It's across the street from Hooters.
You want to go to Peckers?
It's right next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
All you can eat eggplant.
The one that went out of business had a Scottish theme, if I recall correctly. Do you know what I'm talking
Tilted
about?
kilt.
That was it. Tilted kilt.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were sexy. They were kilt-like things. Oftentimes they were tilted.
I know one boob.
Yeah, there was a restaurant that would also be considered probably a breastaurant.
Right.
A tilted kilt, it was called.
And it was ladies in kilts. Ladies in kilts.
Yeah.
Tom was looking at us like we're
Skirts, at
crazy.
least, yeah.
I can show you exactly where it was. Well, it's torn down now.
What was I don't get the joke.
Oh, I don't know that there is a joke in the name.
Is there okay, there's no pun intended or something?
I don't think
Double meaning?
Yeah, not that I'm aware of, but.
No, it's just hot chicks in plaid skirts.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how. I know they were.
Call it Catholic girls' school.
Yeah, exactly.
No, see, that would be. And now we're talking. Topless Catholic girls' school.
Oh boy!
Okay.
Hey,
baked potato.
It was a tilted kilt. If I could say out loud what I thought they were going for.
I know. Yeah.
I know.
That'd be a stretch.
Well, there was a restaurant similar, but it was all senior citizen women serving the wilted
quilt.
Wilted clam.
It's a dry bar.
We'll go with clam.
Yes.
So anyway,
switching letters around.
I'll have to look into the NASDAQ and about the Twin Peaks. Like I said, every time I go by, it's packed. So they're doing something right.
A marriage proposal went awry after a woman bit down on the ring that her boyfriend had baked into a cake. One of Tom's great suggestions.
No, I never said cake. I said mashed potatoes.
He always said something way worse than cake.
According to the South China Morning Post, the mishap was shared by a woman surnamed Lu from Guanyang. In the post, she recanted she came home one evening and ate a taro and meat floss cake. Boy, that sounds lovely.
Yum.
That her boyfriend had prepared for her. She said the cake was covered with a thick layer of meat floss. So I was just
Is that a brand of bikini?
I think a lot more people in this country would floss if it tasted like roast beef. I mean, right? If there's one thing everyone lies about when you go to the dentist, have you been flossing? Oh, constantly. I can't get enough.
That's why you're bleeding like I just stabbed you in the mouth.
She said, I was just chewing until I bit into something hard. She spat the object out, and after wiping it clean, her boyfriend admitted that it was the ring he was going to propose with, which, by the way, had broken in half. Sounds like a quality piece of jewelry. He then asked her whether he should still kneel, and Miss Lou's encouragement, he proceeded with the proposal, and the pair now are engaged. Oh.
Do you feel something in your what's it called, a meat cake?
Yeah, that's what she called it, a meat cake. Mm-hmm.
She said, I do. And he goes, oh, perfect.
Gotcha. You're engaged now. No takesies backsies.
How do you break a ring? That's...
Well, maybe she was very hungry.
Maybe she's got some powerful jaws.
Maybe that's why he's
to break a ring?
Dude, you're eating a meat cake.
Bite down real quick on it.
What is a meat cake?
Then I know one thing he won't be requesting on his wedding night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yikes.
Yeah, she got out of that for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
On the other side of this coin, a woman in India is accused of convincing her husband to sell his kidney only to take the money and run off with her lover.
Oh.
According to News 18, the woman allegedly pressured her husband to sell his kidney for $11,500, arguing that they did not have enough money for their daughter's education and marriage.
So that's legal?
And maybe in India, after a year-long search, the man found a quote-unquote buyer and sold his organ. His wife, however, was allegedly having an affair with a painter with whom she eloped.
I hope he's the guy that got the kidney. That'd make it really bad.
Thank you for saving my lover's life.
Here, this explains it. India outlawed trade in human organs in 1994, but transplantation surgeons have said organ sales have still persisted. So I guess on the black market, he was able to sell it.
Okay.
That's kind of scary.
It's horrible.
Well.
What do you mean, well?
Well,
So some poor guys, well, the Eagles didn't come through in the Super Bowl. I have to sell my kidney to pay the mortgage this month.
Yes.
That's not going to...
He's got two more.
Is there, and I don't know the answer to this, is there an underground organ market in the United States?
Hey, shut up about it.
Yes.
I'm making a lot of money. You're not going to ruin this one.
Haven't you heard about the guy that woke up in the bathtub full of ice in Vegas?
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
If they're going to go to that much trouble, they're going to take all your organs and just kill you. Like, they can sell everything. Why just take a kidney?
Good point.
Yeah,
they can sell
apparently
your brain.
Like never actually been a case of that.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's
I had a friend, an old friend who needed a kidney, and his fiance donated her kidney, and they got married and ended up getting divorced. And I was like, did she ask for it back? Like,
we know somebody like that, too.
Yeah, we got a comedian friend.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Comedian friend.
Senor Jorge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is rough.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious.
Like the balls it takes to tell someone who gave you a kidney that you want a divorce is amazing. Like, I've stayed in marriages way too long just because I was afraid to hurt their feelings, and they didn't even give me a kidney.
You can have the kidney back, but I get the boobs I paid for back. All right?
I like that.
I'll bet that's come up.
Oh, I bet it has.
I paid for those, and now other guys are out there bouncing them around.
Wasn't there some speculation that Steve Jobs kind of goosed things in order to get that? What did he get? Did he get a liver transplant or a kidney? He got a liver transplant, right?
Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Oh, like
I don't know.
did a little
toward the
payola
end.
to
Wasn't
move
there?
up?
Yeah, wasn't that a lot of speculation about that?
I think that.
I think he got a lemon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should have paid retail, you cheapskate. That is just an awful story.
It is an awful story.
Yeah.
There are awful people out there, Tom. I don't know if you know that.
Someone needs to donate a heart to this woman.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jeez.
I like her. She's a go-getter. She sees what she wants. She gets it.
She thought
Figures
that
out
through,
a way, doesn't
Yes.
she? Mm-hmm.
Well,
She's crafty.
I wonder if the guy will go to prison.
The what?
no, the woman.
She maybe
She should go to prison.
Oh, you don't think the boyfriend urged her to do it?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because if he's in prison, in prison, he'll be getting an extra organ.
I see. Thought we were having a conversation.
You see, the organ in question, but you don't have to. Okay, the dick. Okay. What's coming? We got another song coming up, Patty G.
I sure hope so. You're going to get us in trouble.
That is just awful. I'd be curious if there is an underground in the United States, if it's possible.
I think it's possible.
If you're rich enough, do you wink and hand someone a check for $500,000? The next thing you know, you've got a kidney.
Maybe.
I hate to think that that's the way it is,
I know, but there might be.
I'm just saying. Well, it's a really nice new wing in the hospital.
Dude, if you have $5,000 or $500,000 and need a kidney, I will sell you my kidney. Like for $500K all day long.
You only need one, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's a lot of money.
Email me. I'm down.
I think that may be illegal. Also, coming up, we have more nudity in the news.
And do you think you could dodge a bullet? We'll have that.
Well, yeah, speaking of stories that don't end well.
Uh-oh.
I swear I can dodge it.
Here's the key to that story. Marijuana,
Yes.
loaded weapons,
Yes.
and two morons. I'm sorry, and a coroner. That's coming up. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
What could make Josh Arnold this happy? Well, he got all his favorite Valentines, the brand new Peacock Teal 24 karat gold dipped rose from IHateStevensinger.com. You could be as happy as Josh. Just go to IHateStevensinger.com. Get one for your Valentine.
We have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford's from Michael and the Mechanics. This goes to Christy Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snakes. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need planties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Bravo! Your earliest impressions were, of course, of your teachers at school.
Yeah, I used to do.
Can you do like Mr. Halenak for us or whatever?
It was Mr. Christensen was the He was the U.S. history teacher, and I knew nothing. He'd always send me to the map because he knew I knew nothing about any of it. He's like, we're going to go to our resident map expert, Mr. Caliendo. Can you show us where the United States is? I'd point to blue. Sit down, Mr. Caliendo. Sit down. That's enough. He was also the basketball coach, so I just do him. We're going to shoot free throws. We're going to run laps. We're going to shoot more free throws. Sit down, Mr. Caliendo.
What was the first one you did that worked?
An impression, or like a
famous actor, or
I mean, it was Muppets. It was Muppets first, as you could tell by the incredible Miss Piggy.
Yes.
Did I lay down you earlier? Amazing. Let's see. I would watch In Living Color. I would watch, these are things I couldn't really use in my act because they were people's characters from sketches, but like the Damon Wayans bum character that.
My name is Anton. I'm a victim of society. I'm an entertainer.
Loved Anton.
Yeah. He'd have the pickle in the jar.
Excuse me, can I sing you a song?
Could you do Fire Marshal Bill?
Let me show you something. Let's say there's a problem. Yeah, because that was like people doing the character, so you could jump on and do those characters, which is what a lot of people do that with impressions now. They just watch other people. I've heard Kevin Pollak, I don't know if Kevin Pollak might have been the first person to say this, but I see the same thing he does, is people unlock an impression, and then once it's unlocked, everybody can do it. So you watch the person who's figured it out, and it really has to do with cadence. I've talked about this before, but with Barack Obama, he would talk slow at the beginning and speed up at the end. So you could always think, how many William Shatners have you heard? How many high Christopher Walken, low in the middle? You know who it is because they all ignore punctuation. You know, so it's if you can get the cadence down, you don't even have to have the pitch. So. I'm probably not answering the question anymore, but Muppets were the first thing I did, some cartoon kind of characters and stuff like that. Stuff I wouldn't even consider really impressions. But
who's the hardest one to write for? Because sometimes if you have the voice, there's some impressions you see them and you go, boy, that's dead on, and you go, but there's no content.
I've had a Billy Crystal forever. But I had no idea what I would even do with it. It's one of those voices that just, he doesn't do much. Yeah. Sully, you know. Yeah. Hey, let's go. Come on, guys. We're going to go over here. It's just one of those things. But here it works. And Robert Downey Jr.'s one that I'm sure I've done that too for you. But he's the human Twitter feed. He talks in little phrases and everything's about himself. He could be giving out an Academy Award, which is supposed to be about the nominees. But it would turn it back to him like, these people deserve your applause almost as much as I do. Hashtag awesome. So he's like, do me a favor. You're doing great right now for you. You know, that's he can insult you and be positive, backhanded compliment for everything. Chick, you do a great job sitting there doing nothing. Appreciate it. Why don't you do me a favor and text yourself?
Thank you.
Wednesday the 19th runs through the 23rd. All kinds of cool stuff. Hey, there's a great Valentine's Day idea. Hey, baby, here's your boat. I think I'll be enjoying this more than...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here, live, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Having a fun morning so far with Christy Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace, me. Who's me, you ask?
Who's me?
You know, that's a fair question. I've been trying to decide who I am exactly. Tom, may I go on about this? Now,
no, I wish you would, because I have things to do over here.
There's Tom.
That's good to see everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. That's Jeff Oskey. Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee. Yes, let's go to the letters. That's fine.
Dear Bob and Tom, please do any news story it takes. This has to do with you. To get Tom to say the word croissant, I giggled myself to tears hearing him say the other day in such a nonchalant way.
Croissant.
a nice buttery croissant. Croissant. Light and airy.
Yes.
Do you have any of the chocolate croissants back there?
Do you really eat those? You don't look like a croissant guy.
Oh, they're very good.
Okay.
Sometimes real dry.
A good one, though. They're
Really buttery.
Yeah, they're essentially made of butter and air.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some flaky crust and a lot of butter.
Yeah.
I like chicken salad in my croissant.
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
Yes.
That is a nice thing.
Yeah, I
chocolate croissant is really something.
Oh, I haven't tried a chocolate croissant.
Almond ones are good too.
Have a nice French lunch. You have a hot dog and a croissant.
Yes,
with French fries. That's the complete French croissant.
Caught me off guard.
I was saying yesterday that I was taking a police officer that I know a little bit of lunch, and it was a
leave that man alone.
It was one of those things. The pigs in a blanket. I didn't want to say, "Hey, I got some pigs in a blanket for you." That could be considered
You
to be
should have
offensive.
called them dick dogs. Here you are, officer. I brought you some dick dogs.
Just throw them on the ground.
Hot dogs and a croissant. But it's actually, what is it? Hot dogs and a what?
Crescent roll.
Crescent roll. I've got to learn that. Okay.
Crescent rolls are better than croissants.
You think?
Yes. But I remember I am a dirtbag.
No, you're not a dirtbag. We grew up on pigs in a blanket. Mom
Really? We never had them.
Mom would put cheese in them.
I had one for the, like I said, I had one for the first time.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Well, 2 or 3 months
you didn't
ago.
grow up in a trailer court.
Do you know what pigs in a blanket East Coast? Do you know what that is?
No.
That's a cabbage and ground beef and rice. That's what our pigs in a blanket is.
We called those stuffed
Wait a
green
minute.
peppers.
Wait a minute, I don't understand. What's the blanket?
The cabbage.
The cabbage.
Cabbage or
wrapping.
pepper.
That's
yeah.
what pigs in a blanket is.
Oh, yeah.
I've only seen pictures of those. Are they pretty good?
They're delicious.
Why don't you make us some?
Me?
No. Why don't we have Hooker make it? I don't.
No, I kind of like this idea of Pat makes us food.
Have you ever made anything?
No, I don't think I've made reservations.
By the way,
You and my husband, he doesn't cook anything either.
I figured out we had the news story about the lady that.
Wait a minute, I take that back. I do a hell of an Uncrustable in the toaster.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. We had the story about the lady. Let's see, if I get the story right, she convinced her husband to sell his kidney for what was it, $11,000?
$11,500. Don't cut.
And then she runs off with her boyfriend.
Correct.
Yes.
I think I've got the punishment right.
All right.
Because I'm assuming that the boyfriend is the one that urged her to do this.
Why are you assuming that?
Because that only makes sense.
Okay.
You know, so I think that we should just take his kidney out and give it to somebody else.
Oh.
Both of them.
All right.
Well, then he would die.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. One of hers, one of his, give them to somebody.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And donate to someone who needs
Oh, a
them.
kidney for a kidney, too.
Yeah. That would be probably cruel and unusual punishment, but I'm a big fan.
But it's in India, so that may not be there.
Oh, okay. Look, could be. Good luck to them all.
You know, speaking of food, we talked about how baked potatoes are, of course, on everyone's
Super Bowl party list.
Big survey,
I'm skeptical.
Big survey number
right.
one.
There was an odd survey that said baked potatoes in certain states were number one. Well, how about us? And Pat had a wonderful song about it. How about some songs about more traditional Super Bowl food?
Okay.
Oh, I want a jalapeno popper. Yes, it's a Super Bowl showstopper. A favorite of the Big Bopper.
Really?
Oh, a jalapeno popper.
I'm not aware of that.
Now, Pat, you can only, you're kind of sticking with veggies, right?
I like the steamed broccolini. Can't have the cocktail weenie. Eggplant and zucchini. I like the steamed broccolini. What else do you like?
Well, I think I'd prefer a bigger plate of nachos.
Oh, yeah.
You can serve it with gazpacho. Randy Savage was so macho. He liked a plate of nachos. Chip, chip, chip.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like the linear thought. Kind of like America lyrics. Make no sense. That was very good. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Well, if you're just joining us, we've talked a lot about nudity this morning. We had the nude cruise that's taken off with Norwegian Cruise Lines down there in the Bahamas. A UK couple was shocked to discover lewd photographs screwed into a tree at a local nature area. Erica Blake and her husband Dylan spotted the pornographic pictures while walking through Hambledon Woods near Brunley. They were on a stroll. Mr. Blake told Lansk Live, we stopped off to have some tomato soup from a flask.
How nice.
Yeah, that's what a party.
I called a Bloody Mary.
Where is this?
In the UK.
How odd.
We turned around and they were there, bold as brass. It put us right off our soup and roll. Who would put something like that in the middle of the woods? Okay. The couple noted the images appeared to have been screwed into the tree some time ago.
Screwed in?
Yeah, as they looked a bit weathered and worn. Well, guy needed to have his hands free.
Oh, God. What did they laminate them and then screw?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, back in the day, I guess you'd have a tree fort and hide your dad's porno in there, but...
So what? Now instead of the guy just has to stand there and enjoy the photos?
Is there like a knot hole in the tree?
Tomato soup?
Tomato soup in a flask, yes. I bet he meant thermos.
It's probably a Stanley.
Yes,
I mean, that's
sure.
Have you been to a kids' sporting event lately?
Oh, Stanley's the man.
And you go out and there's was just at one last night, and there's the card table in the lobby of the gym.
Yeah.
With the lost and found, and there's the Stanley Museum.
Yeah, I got 9 at the last one I went to. And thank you, Stanley, for making every cup just about half an inch taller than fits in on my cabinet shelves.
Oh, yeah.
So that none will fit in my cabinet.
You're exactly right. I have to lie mine on the side. Or lay. Or
We have a...
Stanley cabinet?
No, it's a thing so you can lay them down.
Kind of a caddy?
Yeah, like a caddy. It's
like a wine rack kind of thing?
Exactly. And
That's nice.
I'm sure that's why they came up with it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
I need to get one now.
I believe it was, I forget if it was like Walmart or it would, but that way you can put your Stanleys in there.
A shelf caddy for your
That's what
Stanley.
I need. All mine are just sitting on my counter because none of them will fit in.
Is there a Stanley versus Yeti thing going on?
Probably.
I think Stanley won
I think so.
the beverage part. I think Yeti won the cooler.
You know what's weird? In my mind, the Yeti is for my coffee. It's for the hot when it comes to the drinks, and the Stanley is for the cold. But I know that's not. They're both completely
Pat, back in the day, they were both for booze.
Of course.
Of course.
Hot toddies and cold drinks.
Pat's now a teetotaler. He's toting his tea. Don't you love that word? Pat Godwin, this Saturday only. It's unbelievable. The Dry Bar Comedy, Provo, Utah. Patty G's going to be there filming his new TV special, so I hope you can be there. We're going to be doing a very special event. I'll tell you about that when we come back. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Couldn't tell you if it's recently because
doesn't work.
Cable's out. Okay,
you gotta pay the bill.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What's the phrase about it?
Well, sometimes there's more month than money.
There's more month. There's more month than money.
I tell you what, 25th come around, we damn near started that.
No, I forget. I know these are.
Man, we've been there though. Chick,
these are the Dickey twins. Your name right? Yeah, what are you, Rod Dickey, and he's what is it?
I'm Dick Dickey. That's Ricky Dickey.
Ricky Dickey and Rod Dickey.
How you doing?
No, it's Ricky
Rod
Dickey.
No, Ricky Dickey and Dicky Dickey.
Yeah, I see. The Dickey brothers.
Where'd you get Rod?
No, the Dickey twins.
Our great Uncle James wrote Deliverance.
Did he?
Oh, James Dickey.
That's right.
I kept telling him, no, you need more sodomy.
Yeah, more our bunghole. That's
Christy,
You told me I couldn't say that.
you can't.
Josh is on fire today.
I'm the intellectual in the family, and he's a little bit more earthy.
Uh-huh.
We'll get back to
Health officials in
I
Canada.
can tell you how old you are just by smelling your fingers.
It's true. Try him. Tell him. Try him.
You're 35.
He's usually right within 5 or 6 years.
You know something?
True.
Josh, and honest to God, it would be worth to dress you up.
What about me? I want to be dressed up.
Get a booth at the state fair.
Yeah.
No, dress you up like Ricky Dickey.
Right.
Get a booth at the state fair with a straight face. Have a sign up there. I can guess your age by smelling your fingers. and see how many people. How many people would come up and go, well, this guy can't do it? And
yes.
God,
But what happens when he's wrong? Wouldn't they be mad?
I never.
Who cares?
Take his money?
As Josh puts it, you're just doing it for the viral video.
Are you going to take money from these people, or you're just doing it for free?
You say if we can't if we can't do it, we'll give you $3 or something.
The thing about the Dickey brothers, they always have their trapper hats on.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, overalls, and they're pretty educated. They're not,
Now you wear the overalls with no underwear and no undershirt, right? Little side boob.
We ain't stupid.
Oh, can we do that next summer, please?
We can do it now. We can do it for Christmas.
I
got my trapper hat right here.
He got me a trapper hat for my
Are you going to model that
That's
for
right.
the camera?
I put it up on mine. I still remember when you squirted out of Mama.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you guys were twins.
He's 5 Yeah, I remember it. I was first.
5 minutes older.
A doctor lifted me up, spanked me, turned me around so I could watch old Dicky Dick come out.
Yeah. I heard you almost dropped your dip.
That's right. Jaw fell right to the floor. That's right. What a man he is. He dipped right out of the snatcher.
I like that book, The Snatcher in the Rye.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's quite a book. Yeah, I'm sorry. Christy, where were we here?
Health officials in Canada.
What do you think this add to it?
Could we take a picture of you in that? Because you're.
It's on the.
It's on his.
It's on Chick's Instagram.
Josh, you need a green.
Chick McGee, if you want to go on that Instagram.
That is one stupid looking hat.
Oh, dude, trapper hats are the
Oh,
best.
it's so warm.
You need a green one
I can't
then,
wait
or a
for it
gray
to get
one,
really
maybe.
cold.
I've got a couple.
Do you?
Yeah, I love
Got
them.
this snap on the bottom.
They really keep your face warm. They're amazing.
Does the front come
laughs at
down?
the wind chill.
Yes, it does.
Well, you won't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about getting a venereal disease because those are vagina repellent.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. What? There you go.
Even better.
You tell me if it looks stupid.
What's the big
I don't know.
flap with the fur in the front for you?
Yeah,
Are you supposed
can
to
you-
pull it down, but then you can't see?
That's what I said.
It doesn't pull down.
That's just there for fashion, Tom.
Okay, because that does look good.
So you take this off there, it cuts
You
the lines
slaughtered
all
some
off.
poor animal for that stupid thing.
Oh, yeah. That's right there. That's a vole. And then the chinchilla's in the back. Right. I got
Hey.
That's right.
Buckeye fans, Ohio State Buckeyes celebrate the victory. If you're still basking in the glow of Ohio State's win and the college football championships, we've got something special just for you. It's a full-sized, officially licensed college football playoff national championship football, priced at just $129.95. Available only at Nyco Sports. Call 800-345-2868 or go online at nycosports.com. That's NIKCO sports.com.
and you could get $1,000 in your wallet or purse. Just pay close attention. It's coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin across the way. Hey. There's Jeff Oskey in for Chick today. Yay. Ace Cosby's over there. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. And Tom, it's time for our, penultimate, would you say, for the year? Or for the football season visit?
For Kostaki? I'd say penultimate lifetime visit. Oh, there he is. I'm so sorry. No, I love Kostaki. One of the things I'm going to miss about the football season ending is our visits with Kostaki. Maybe we can have him call anyway. What do you think?
I'm always, we always love hearing from him. So, yes.
And
you can do spring football. This feels forced.
Well, no.
It does seem a little forced.
I always enjoy the handsome Kostaki.
Now, Kostaki, I want to make sure I get this right. We talked about this last week. You're doing a Midwest run this weekend. The Funny Farm in Youngstown, that's going to be kicking things off Thursday. Then it's the Lost Anchor in Parkersburg, West Virginia on the 7th, Friday. And then Charleston, West Virginia at the Mardi Gras Casino Saturday night. And then you're up early enough to get home for the Super Bowl. You're going to watch it from Los Angeles?
Yeah, then I wake up early and I scramble in the rental car back to Columbus, onto a plane, back to L.A., land, I think, at like 2-something local, and the kickoff is 3:30. So assuming the flight's on time, I'll be home and watch the whole thing.
All right.
Now, could you watch it on your phone if... you have the NFL app, right?
Boy, it depends. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I could if I had to, but it depends on which plane it is. Some of the planes don't have very good Wi-Fi.
Well, you got something. Your favorite team, of course, the Atlanta Falcons, and you guys have something in common. They'll all be watching it on TV too.
Yeah, I actually saw it. This is the time of year that they throw out articles like what each NFL team should do in the offseason. And for the Falcons, it just said, stop sucking at football. Okay. Very helpful.
Kostaki, stand-up comedian and football analyst. And you can find him on Facebook and Instagram, et cetera, at All Pro Lines. Also, Costaki.com. That's Costaki. And you've got All Pro Lines where everyone participates and trying to get a little comedy out of the NFL. What have you got for us today?
Yeah, well, happy Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow. So that's 6 more years without the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Very exciting. Roger Goodell said yesterday, I believe, the NFL could start a professional flag football league. But not yet, because Sunday they're going to need all of the flags for when the Eagles gently touch Mahomes.
Oh, yes.
Every flag for that. Myles Garrett asked for a trade from the Browns, and some Browns fans, too, would like to be traded to a new franchise. That would be good. Now, we got to talk about this. News broke this week that Ravens kicker Justin Tucker is accused of sexual misconduct by 6 massage therapists. To which Deshaun Watson responded, cute. That's cute. 6? That's
and I think, by the way, I think yesterday there's a few more that have stepped up.
That number has grown to 10 since then.
Yeah,
of course it has.
That's what I thought.
It might be worse to give Tucker a massage than Watson because we know Tucker's accurate from a great distance.
Is he the best kicker in the NFL right now?
He had a really weird year. He's the best kicker broadly in the last few years. So I don't know. We'll see.
By the way, off topic, there was a great article about Mike Vanderjagt. Did you happen to see that?
No.
Last week?
No.
That's really good. I forget. I think it was in The Athletic. Really,
he wants to be he should be in the Colts Circle of Honor or whatever.
Yeah, he was at one point. I think didn't he go one season without missing anything?
I don't remember.
Really good.
Right.
But yeah,
he was a really good kicker. Yeah.
He's the one that famously I want to say Peyton said something like, "Yeah, just what I need, a liquored up kicker." And he, in fact, it was not drinking at the. It
was at the Pro Bowl, I think. I think Peyton said some version of. I
thought it was idiot.
He was asked about it because he got drunk and had some incident. He goes, "I'm fixing to go out here and throw a touchdown pass to Jerry Rice. I got to answer questions about my dumb liquored up kicker."
Yeah, I think it might have been. I think I might have been a liquored up idiot kicker. But I think it sounds like he's a really good guy. Just had one famous bad game, but
yeah, that happens.
I can't imagine anything with more pressure, short of doing surgery.
Right.
But
all the eyes are on you, and they expect you to make it. And yeah, it's a tough job, no question.
And you miss one at the right time, and all of a sudden,
yeah. I hope this scandal doesn't hurt the Ravens' chances in the Super Bowl. Justin said, "I didn't say I was practicing kicking. I said I was perfecting my craft, my Robert craft." Some people are standing behind Justin Tucker. Yeah, because that's where it's safe. Good night, everyone. Pro Bowl games. Did you guys enjoy the Pro Bowl activities?
I didn't watch them. Did you?
I just saw some highlights on Instagram or whatever. One of the last years they played an actual game. The sponsor was Aquafina. A game so watered down, it was actually sponsored by water. And if you're betting on the Pro Bowl games, please seek help immediately. That's a cry. That's a cry. Chiefs, Eagles, you kind of think to yourself, ugh, But at least this Super Bowl won't have Tom Brady. Wrong. Brady is the color commentator. Wrong. Can you be the whitest guy in the world and be a color commentator? The answer is yes. The Chiefs are 9-0 this season when Taylor Swift is in attendance. And stat-wise, Kelsey has better games. I looked up the Taylor splits, which sounds like AI porn. All right. Kelsey averages about a catch more and about 11 yards more when she's at the game. That's a pretty significant jump, right?
Yeah.
My takeaway, Taylor Swift is the most spoiled football fan of all time. She went from not watching football to sitting in the best seats, rooting for their superstar and watching the best team. That's BS, man. That's not how football works. And her being there actually makes the team better. That's every fan's dream. Kyle Pitts. One catch a game, heartbreaking losses, furious fantasy owners. That's real football fandom. It's not fair. 2026 will bring an NFL game to Australia. Looks like it could be Eagles-Rams. If the Eagles go to Australia, I'm pretty sure Nick Sirianni will wind up fighting a kangaroo. He's a little rough around the edges. Super Bowl LIX this weekend. No Kiss. They didn't book Kiss for LIX. This is a missed opportunity.
Lick it up.
Right? What are we doing with the Roman numerals, by the way? Still with the Roman numerals?
Yeah.
They're so cumbersome. It's ridiculous. They don't even use Roman numerals in Rome. Can you imagine a speed limit sign in Roman numerals? 50 plus 6 minus 3. We're dead.
It always bugged me at the end of movies. And it was, MX, blah, blah, blah.
It's impossible to figure out. Right.
Yeah. And I don't even like the watches like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will not get I can't stand them.
Yeah, Roman numerals at the end of movies. That's a little lofty for white chicks.
Yeah.
Just put 1998 or whatever.
All the credits in movies, too. It so speaks to L.A. Like every single human who even had touched this thing at all gets a credit. You don't buy a shirt and there's 37 names on it. It's ridiculous. All right, let's close on this. Tickets to the first Super Bowl, did you know this? They were $14, and it was not a sellout. That sounds like one of my shows. Hey!
Don't miss Costaki. Once again, Youngstown at the Funny Farm Thursday, Friday. Parkersburg, West Virginia at the Lost Anchor. Charleston, West Virginia at the Mardi Gras Casino coming up on Saturday night. And then he hopes to be in his couch. You'll watch alone, by the way?
Yeah.
Is that the way you like to watch it?
Yeah, the last several years. It's fun to just sit and write jokes and memes. And I love the whole thing, the spectacle, the music, and the commercials and
are you
the minutia.
Are you active on social media during the game itself?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You'll be pumping stuff out?
Oh, yeah.
So people can follow you and see
what's
what's
like a 10-12 meme game right there, Tom. You gotta do some work.
Okay. Well, it'll be fun. Thanks, Costaki.
It's like my Super Bowl, Tom.
Wow. I never thought of that. I kind of ate it. That just ate itself.
So we won't talk to Costaki again for a while.
Yeah, we will. We'll talk to him next week.
Okay.
He's got to do his wrap up.
All right.
Got to do the wrap up. And then long winter's nap for the kids. No more Tuesday mornings at 4 a.m.
Sleep in.
Yes.
All right, man. Try selling the shows without us. No, I want him to get up early and keep calling.
Okay.
Follow something else.
Well, thanks, Costaki. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Fencing.
See you guys.
Okay, thanks. Right now, I want to tell you that I keep saying the same thing. It's just around the corner. It's Valentine's Day.
10 days.
Okay, here's what you do. This is the one that revolves around the Christy Lee method of shopping. One for you, one for me. Gift for you, I get one for myself. This is where the Raycon earbuds come in.
Doesn't hurt.
Get him or her some Raycon earbuds and buy a pair for yourself. That's part of the beauty of wearing earbuds. You can do your own thing. You can listen to what you want to listen to. He or she can listen to what they want to listen to. Everybody's happy. And the new Raycon earbuds have a 32-hour battery life. This is great for traveling, of course. They also don't fall out of your ears like those really expensive white ones. No, these are great. And by the way, they do have a bunch of different colors now. Forest green, blush violet, royal blue, et cetera, et cetera. I happen to have the white ones, and they work just fine. They also have adjustable thingies. What are they called, Christy?
Are they gel tips?
Gel tips. Thank you, Russ. So
adjustable gel tips.
Yeah, so
they come with the different sizes.
So that you get them so they don't fall out of your ears.
Right.
And they sound just as good, if not better, than the ones that cost more than twice as much. And right now, Raycon's doing something really interesting. They're knocking 20% off site-wide. That would include the over-the-ear headphones. See what I'm talking about? Review what's happening at the Raycon website by going to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Raycon, Raycon earbuds. They're the best. We get love letters about them. And once again, makes a great gift. I'd get on that today to take advantage of that 20% off at buyraycon.com/Tom. Christy, what's coming up?
Coming up, we have, do you think you can dodge a bullet? We also have a couple of history stories. We have Cleopatra in the news. We have an old tablet found in Turkey that's making news. And have you ever been watching television and you were watching a show and then all of a sudden realized, hey, that's my living room? Well, we'll talk about that, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Surprised someone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hope it's not a porno. We'll find out. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Mummy Cass, would you be kind enough to play one more song for us? Then we'll take a little break and come back with more. Is that possible?
Yes. All right, baby. We're going to give you a song about a hot dog vendor.
Oh, yeah. Hot dog vendor. Oh, I love this one.
Who doesn't like a good wiener, baby? Here we go, baby. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. Late at night when the bars are closing, the alcohol takes its toll and the drinkers need the favorite vendor. A tasty treat of sausage blender. Oh, little man behind the car. The police can't catch him cause he's way too smart. The smell of mustard in a big umbrella. Hot the band's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He wears out patient out in the street. All the honeys want to sample the meat. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. I watch you feeling safe and cold. That's when the wiener man makes his move. It's green when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. Crouch. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. Attack of the wiener man. Attack of the wiener
Wiener, baby. Oh, that was just brilliant. You got to see the Mummies just to see the choreography.
I just wish they played better. What's the problem?
A little tighter.
Holy hell, yeah.
John Coltrane would
Man,
sing to the
I've
guy.
never seen one played hands-free. That guy.
How did you do that sax solo? God, that was
He's
great.
got extra appendages, man.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, wow. That's just brilliant.
Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Let me remind you, think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy, Pat, Jeff, Ace Cosby, I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
I think we need a palate cleanser, ladies and gentlemen. And the best way I know to cleanse one's palate on this program is by doing this.
Who's that
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, Ace.
I read a recent study that said humans eat more bananas than monkeys.
Yeah?
I can't remember the last time I had monkey.
Cosby's joke of the day.
Brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together and save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed for a limited time and exclusively at a Sleep Number store.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Yep.
Let's check in. What's going on?
Well, a Utah man has been arrested for shooting his friend. Here's how this went down. His friend claimed he could, quote, dodge bullets. Officers responded to a home in Kearns, Utah, where the victim was found unresponsive and later died. His 23-year-old friend told authorities he and the victim had smoked marijuana and talked about firearms. The men were reportedly handling 2 handguns when the victim said, quote, he could dodge a bullet. They unloaded each gun before the suspect pointed a firearm at the victim and pulled the trigger, with his friend trying to jump out of the way to prove he could move before the trigger was pulled.
Jeez.
Well, they repeated this, Josh, about 6 times. But the final time, the gun fired with a real bullet, striking the victim in the chest. The 23-year-old has been taken into custody for manslaughter.
So they start by smoking pot.
Mm-hmm.
They get into a discussion about firearms and start playing with them. The guy's dead.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the definition of a buzzkill.
Man. Oh, yeah, boy.
Yeah, this guy, chronic was his kryptonite. He could not dodge the bullet.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
It's like one of those anti-weed ads from the 70s. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is your brain on drugs kind of thing. Shows 2 guys. Hey, man, I can dodge a bullet, man.
Speaking of your brain on drugs, scientists say frequent marijuana use may damage your short-term memory.
What?
The study analyzed data from over 1,000 former or current cannabis users. The cannabis users underwent brain scans while completing 7 different types of cognitive tests over several years. Researchers found cannabis use reduced brain activity in areas responsible for decision-making, memory, paying attention, and emotional processing.
Noticing when red lights go green. Is that one of them? Turning off turn signals. Are any of those in there?
Your working memory, the one that remembers shopping lists or follows verbal instructions, was significantly impacted by marijuana use, with nearly 65% of lifetime pot users exhibiting reduced brain activity during a working memory task.
That's the trade-off. There's another report out there that says people who have smoked weed for 65 years really enjoyed themselves.
Didn't worry about a thing.
Yeah, like a goldfish in bong water. I just feel good. I want to go. The previous story, these 2 idiots are talking about. The guy says he can dodge a bullet. He's so stoned.
Man, that is a bummer.
Didn't we have stoned? Doesn't that make you slower than anything? I mean, I would think.
No, but it's about the fact that he's thinking like an idiot,
right?
And taking a chance of.
And they proved themselves, in their minds, correct the first 6 times, so they felt impervious.
But the guy didn't realize there was a bullet in the chamber. What? Didn't we have a story a couple years ago? I remember this. The guy said something like, I can hold up 3 phone books or something and you can still shoot me. Remember this?
Yeah, I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
He died.
Yeah.
And he held it right in front of his chest, I believe, and had somebody fire at him. Yeah.
And that killed him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to do that experiment. I don't know, with, say, a balloon.
Yeah.
Where if it doesn't go right, you don't die. I'll have to find that. I remember
balloon?
Yeah, you could put 3 phone books in front of a balloon.
Oh.
Shoot the... I'm just saying.
I thought you meant instead of the phone books, you put a balloon in front. I was like, I don't think that's...
It'll bounce right off.
I'd like to bet on that one.
Yeah.
I say, no matter how many balloons it is, guy dies.
Everybody's dying on this balloon.
yeah, boy, we haven't figured this out.
It could be the Goodyear blimp.
Hey, try 2 balloons.
Guy dies. No,
I got you. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
or don't experiment with guns. Just have them for whatever you need them for.
Or, don't smoke pot. Do coke. Like something that's going to speed you up so you'll get out of the way in time.
There you go.
That's the lesson.
Yeah.
Well, officer, I heard Jeff Oskey say in the Bob and Tom show.
So I didn't realize those guys weren't playing with loaded guns. One guy had a bullet in the chamber and didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds like
apparently.
they'd
Sounds
gone.
like it was an
It sounds like they'd gone back and forth. Still idiocy.
Right.
You don't play with real guns.
Sure.
Things
Yeah.
can go wrong.
Yeah.
But wow. And wasn't there a guy that invented a bulletproof vest that would put it on to demonstrate it, and it was effective?
I think I remember that too.
There was a
a guy shot him in the head.
Bill.
Next time,
yeah.
maybe make a helmet, pal.
There's one flaw with this vest.
It's like the Harrison Ford thing where the guy's doing all the whatever it is karate moves with the whip, and he just takes a gun out and shoots him.
Yeah, exactly.
I was always wondering about that.
Well, there was that famous race product manufacturer, Bill Simpson, who made all the race products, and he got famous, and his brand got famous because he put on a fire retardant suit, went down to the track, had them douse him in gasoline, and lit him on fire to show to all the drivers that his was the safest, and thus he became
very wealthy.
Yeah, he ended up being the end all be all for space.
And the guy that invented the what is it called? The GFI. What's the plug thing? What's that called?
Yeah.
GFI circuitry.
Yes.
A friend of mine was telling me that when he first developed that, he would go to trade shows and stand in a bathtub and plug stuff in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. And drop toasters in the water.
I mean,
and
that's
stuff?
confident of your work.
Yeah, that's very confident.
Yeah. But again, this thing is a really dumb idea.
Yeah, my gosh.
I'll see if I can find the story about the phone book guy, but of course.
Here's a dumb
Especially
idea.
these days, by the way.
Yeah.
There are no phone books.
You hold
those that are, they're thin.
Yeah,
the guy, well, you press the contacts in your iPhone.
Hold your iPhone up.
Did they finally stop giving everybody free phone books, right?
I have never gotten one.
Yeah,
I haven't had one in a few years
since I've moved. Yeah,
it was. I mean, I can remember every year getting them and immediately throwing them in the garbage can.
Yes. There was a white pages and a yellow pages.
Yeah, I remember not being able to live without them though.
Sure.
Man.
Oh, kid.
Yeah.
Well,
very wild.
Okay, I'm sorry.
World's a crazy place.
Yeah.
No, but isn't that why we have so many companies that start with A? Is because of the phone book? They started it so they would appear first in the yellow pages.
Right.
It was always AAA Aaron.
Hey, what mechanic should we go to? How about A?
Hard mark
Healthcare.
Is there a AAA rehab?
Where they combine the two?
or a that's for alcoholics who drive. I'm sorry.
Healthcare workers in Vietnam say a man with a wooden chopstick lodged in his eye socket for 3 weeks without noticing has been treated.
Without noticing.
The unnamed 24-year-old went to the Canto University of Medicine and Pharmacy complaining of pain and swelling in his left eye. Initially, there were no signs of injury apart from some swelling and discharge, but a CT scan revealed a 3-inch-long foreign body lodged in the man's eye socket. On further examination, a wooden chopstick apparently had penetrated the ocular area and destroyed the man's lateral nasal wall. When asked how that chopstick got there, the patient could only recall a, quote, collision with a friend while partying, but no recollection of a chopstick piercing his sinus.
So it must have pierced, snapped, and then that piece was in there.
But he's so drunk he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Doctors were able to safely remove the chopstick from the patient's eye socket.
Man.
Yikes.
That's why I always like a fork. You get a fork behind your eyeball.
You're going to know it?
You'll remember that.
Yeah. But not a spork.
No?
Yeah. Well, this is horrible.
Yeah, another eye story.
Did you hear that? Where was this again?
This was in Vietnam.
Oh, then that will effectively make this not work.
Okay.
I understand he's going to court. It's going to be a chop suey.
You know,
in China.
I'm going to say the location didn't have much to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think Vietnam changed the content.
Now, conceptually, by the way, When I was a kid, the only time I ever had Chinese food till I was a senior in high school,
LaJoy.
and I went to
That's what we
Chungwa's.
had.
Was that LaChoy chop suey? Which
Yeah, it was in the can.
God awful.
It had the 2 cans, the little one on
crispy
top.
little things
the
you
big
put on
one.
top.
Oh,
it was
yeah, the bean
just
sprouts.
God awful.
And the water chestnuts.
Yes.
But now I love Chinese food. Do they actually have chop suey at Chinese restaurants?
Yes.
They do? Okay.
Started in San Francisco, actually. Seriously.
Yeah, but I've never. I always get other things. But
We always had the canned chow mein. We never had the
Yeah.
chop suey.
It was
what we had.
I mean, I think it turned off a couple generations of eating great Asian
It
cookery.
didn't taste anything like Chinese
No, it
food.
didn't.
It had a weird slime to it.
Yes,
You
it
know what,
did.
though? I liked it.
We had it. I
did
liked
too.
it.
It was
Yeah.
mushy.
Right.
Yes. It was
Except
great.
for the one in
Right.
chestnut.
Right.
That was the only crisp
And that was
vegetable left.
great.
It had an odd, it had an odd
strange
color
that
to
for
it.
something that a lot of people did not like, it still exists and it's still out there.
I imagine it's still out there, but I mean,
LaJoy makes
No, it's
Chinese
out there. I
food.
know.
Yeah.
when I went to Chungwa's for the first time, and it was this revelatory moment that this is the greatest food I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, but that crap in the can.
Careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not great, but as a kid, I remember it being kind of a treat.
But I think you and I agree that to me, the only really good canned food is the Chef Boyardee ravioli.
I think it's wonderful.
I don't know. I think a Denny Moore beef stew holds
like
up
Denny
pretty
Moore
well
beef
in a
stew.
can.
Yes.
Has its place. Yeah.
I agree.
You like Diddy Moore in the can?
Sure. Better than Dudley Moore.
Hey, what
Wouldn't you? Don't you want to be me?
A California ophthalmologist has revealed that she removed, not a chopstick, 23 forgotten contact lenses from a patient's eye.
I can't stand the eye stuff. It just
I know, me either.
That woman could see next week.
Dr. Katrina Kurtiva posted on Instagram a video of herself pulling up the woman's eyelid with a lid speculum to reveal several bunched up contact lenses.
Ugh.
She then starts to remove them with a Q-tip.
What the hell's wrong with this lady?
Kurtiva wrote in the video's caption that, quote, "This is an occasion when someone forgot to remove contact lenses at night and kept on putting a new one in every morning."
What's wrong with this person?
She's drunk. No, I don't know.
Maybe.
She said in another post that the contacts were essentially glued together after sitting under the eyelid for a month. Despite the sheer number of contacts in her eye, or his eye, Kurtiva said her only complaint was that she felt that it was something in her eye for about a week. So it was a lady. Kurtiva said it was an opportunity to remind people not to sleep in their contact lenses.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to be this lady's proctologist. It'd be like a clown car. Well, here we got a couple of sets of dice. Got a ping pong ball.
Salt shaker.
I haven't seen this many plugs, ma'am, since I went to that hair transplant.
I would think that. I mean, how do you forget?
I never wore contacts. I couldn't do that. I can't stick my finger in my eye.
I did
so
wear
don't-
contacts for years, and I don't know how she did this. You kind of, boy.
I did hear that her vision was 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020. Wow. That's,
Yeah.
Oh, did this woman have all of her, faculties in place?
Is she ancient?
I don't know. Or maybe she drank a lot and she just gets, got drunk, passed out, forgot.
Okay. Well, now.
But they're only in one eye, correct?
Yeah. It was only
So she would be good on the left and then just forget.
No, there are people that only wear the one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
know that.
Our what's his name again?
Producer Jason?
No, that's not his name.
Alan over the shack, I think, just.
Jason says he only wears one.
Really?
Weirdo.
Yeah, you're a real freak.
Look, he's tilted, though, when he says.
Don't they have them don't they make contacts that are like bifocals?
I don't know. Do
Probably.
You have to lean back. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Progressive contacts?
I love my progressive.
Right now, I want to remind you
Don't
about
have any?
Valentine's Day. I've got to keep telling you.
10 days.
I can't stand that because you're not paying attention. If it's Valentine's Day is on a Friday. Now that's a critical fact. This year it's on a Friday, which means if you blow this, fellas, you're gonna have to suffer through the entire weekend. Oh, Sue just called. She got something really nice for Valentine's Day. Oh, what did Ralph give you? Nothing. What are you going to give him? Nothing. A hard time all weekend.
Valentine's Day is a celebration. It doesn't have to be this awful drama mocking of
I speak the truth.
You do actually speak the truth.
That's where my buddy Steven Singer is going to step up for you. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com and you can look at an array of stuff, including the peacock teal gold-dipped roses come in a beautiful box. $79. They are, of course, the lifetime guarantee, and the shipping is free. But I got the catalog right in front of me, the actual physical catalog of cool stuff from Steven Singer. A lot of real diamond jewelry. I'm talking about earrings and gorgeous necklaces and bracelets, even stuff for the kids. Steven gave me a really cool thing for my daughter. It's a little paw.
Oh, yeah, a little dog paw.
Little
They're
dog
so
paw.
cute. Mhm.
She can celebrate her dog. Lots of rings, lots of just really cool stuff. Whatever you're into, you're going to find it. At IHateStevenSinger.com, something gold, perhaps. Look at this. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do except to go there and to see what you like and see what he or she might like at IHateStevenSinger.com. And, every day you can go online and get this done. And if you get it done today before 2 o'clock, whatever you get's going to go out the door that day. Today is what I'm talking about. So you'll have it in plenty of time. But I'm going to be telling you next Monday, well, the clock is ticking. Why not get this done today? IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell him the Bob and Tom Show sent you, please. And I guarantee you're going to be happy. He's got that lifetime guarantee and, of course, free shipping. I would suggest the Atlas bracelet. You can't go wrong with that one. That is an absolute beauty and a great value. IHateStevenSinger.com is the place to go. Coming up, we're going to check in. We've got a special comedian guest coming up. Rachel Feinstein will be our guest. She's extraordinarily funny. I'm looking forward to talking to her. And we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Buckeye fans, Ohio State Buckeyes celebrate the victory. If you're still basking in the glow of Ohio State's win and the college football championships, we've got something special just for you. It's a full-sized, officially licensed college football playoff national championship football, priced at just $129.95. Available only at Nyco Sports. Call 800-345-2868 or go online at nycosports.com. That's NIKCO sports.com. Third and goal, hit Golden Showers. Tate on a slant that was initially ruled a touchdown with 8 seconds left. After review, the play was overturned. As you can see, he's short of the goal line.
No, he's not.
And yes, he is. He's way short of the goal line. He's like an entire ball short of the goal line. The football, Tom. So that with 8 seconds left, they had to stop play, look at the review. But then, due to a rule that causes a 10-second runoff when a clock is stopped by officials and then restarted, the game ended.
What?
With 8 seconds left.
What's the point of that rule? Another play?
In theory, the Lions could have lined up with a fourth down play as time expired, but the initial call of a touchdown is actually what disallowed that possibility.
Why?
The rule exists because the Rules Committee, led by Don Shula, the only comes on, he wheels in, sons of bitches. I hate all you young mother.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
It turns and sways.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got
forward.
one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What? There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, that's why you're single. That's all.
What?
Are we? Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
My
We're back
little
live.
tongue, back with that.
Not your tongue.
He was talking about me because I went like this.
No. I'll tell you what it was. You see, you're not even aware of what you just did. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Coming up, our interview with Donald Fagan
You're
from
so
Steely Dan.
stupid. You don't know what you're saying.
No, we're trying to make conversation. Just before the mic's open, Josh goes, "Hey, my toilet seat's on the way."
Yeah, that's right. He's excited about it.
Right.
It was something we had
Did you-
discussed.
Did you hear what Tom said? We were trying to make conversation. Tom doesn't
He didn't
have
speak a
conversations.
word during that break. They
Doesn't
kept
say
his
anything.
headphones
They
on.
invented the phrase, he talks at me.
You, yes.
I thought it was. I mean, Josh. Okay, you're on a first date. Let's just say, and there's some nice music in the background. You're at a nice restaurant, and the waiter comes up. You order some sort of cocktail, I assume. But what's your beverage of choice?
I might have a tequila and a beer. Yeah.
Together?
Beer.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
there you go.
Beer and a shot. Why not?
As you can
What
see,
he's
as you
thinking
can-
is here, you don't look like an alcoholic. That's what he's thinking.
Oh no, I think he looks like one. And then
Farthest from the truth.
and
But
then,
go ahead.
And then this young lady orders something, and then you say, as a conversation starter, "Hey, my new toilet seats. I just got a thing from Amazon. It's on the way." And then she goes,
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he would do.
waiter, could I get an Uber? I've got to get out of here. I got a thing.
My God, the way your brain operates.
I know, it's amazing,
Fascinating.
isn't it?
So your new
Okay.
toilet seat. Something you want to tell us why?
Well, we were talking because I'm tired of my vacuum cleaner, and Christy and I were talking about vacuum, and I'm going to order the one she has.
Yeah, you're
and
replacing your vacuum.
I love my
I'm
vacuum.
tired of mine.
So to enter the conversation, you said, "Wow, that's really interesting. Hey, my toilet seat's on the way."
Because the other day I
hang on.
mentioned
Just
that I
talked
broke
about it.
Josh, I love you, but I think he might be right.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying it's kind of a conversation killer, really.
I knew we only had 4 seconds left in the break.
It's kind of a funny thing.
I thought I would. Yes. You know what? I thought I was bringing up a topic that you would enjoy.
You know, I
discussing.
get Josh. I know what he was trying to do.
Okay, sir, I didn't understand.
I hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it took just over a year, but about 6 months longer than I had in the pool, but it finally happened.
No, you had the under.
I
would have taken the under too.
Josh now openly hates Tom.
I had the under myself.
Congratulations.
But that was then they said I couldn't play because I couldn't violate.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
Blast. At the fairgrounds starts Valentine's Day. And again, what a great gift that would be for Valentine's Day. Here's your new boat. I'll just keep the keys here.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby, with a stellar joke of the day today. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Josh. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Likewise.
I will be seeing you when we get to Iowa for our special event Friday, February 21st, Riverside Casino and Resort. It's the live Bob and Tom Show broadcast that morning starting at 5 a.m. local time. That evening, a special live stand-up comedy show featuring Patty G, Josh, and Al Jackson and Jeff Oskey. And that'll be a lot of fun that night. We are going to have a special A charity T-shirt. We're just finishing the final touches on it. Did I just say finishing the final? It's almost done. I'm trying to find the a picture of it so I can show you, but I don't have one. But we'll be there with that shirt. You can buy that. It's a charity thing.
And you and I are rooming together. Did you know that?
When was the last time you roomed with someone that wasn't your partner?
I had to do it for comedy.
Did recently?
10 years ago.
Yeah, well.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah?
This is actually pretty funny. I bet you remember this. We were at that, what's the pyramid-shaped thing in Vegas?
Luxor.
Yeah. And my buddy Mark and I were there, and but it was a suite.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like we were in the same room. It was really cool. But I don't know if you remember this story. In Vegas, to go on the air, we had to go on the air at 3 a.m.
Right.
Because it's in the Western, whatever you call it, time zone.
Mountain, Pacific,
What's that
whatever.
called? Pacific. Thank you very much. So I get up to go down there to the broadcast. So we're doing a live broadcast, and Mark's not there. I'm thinking, what's going on? I knock on his door and he's not there. Do you remember this? You remember what had happened?
No, what had happened? Oh, he won a bunch of money. I remember. He had won a bunch of money at the craps table. It was still playing, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran into a friend of his.
Yes.
And they won in excess of $60,000.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Mr. Lewis. Oh, yeah. I remember.
Serious. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that was
and was that the same morning that we were... we did a number of bets. We were sitting around and we would send someone down to the tables.
to the roulette wheel, because you always were, what?
We were betting like reds. It was glorious. But to answer your question, I think that's the last time. Josh, when's the last time you had a roommate?
Probably one of my brothers on one of our fishing trips. I know that, about 4 years ago we had that. Maybe 5 years ago. So
was it a bunk bed?
It was a full-size bed.
Bunk bed.
We grew up with bunk beds. I wet the bed, so I was on bottom.
It's funny because when we were on our ski trip this year, and one of the rooms, typical of ski accommodations, had a bunk bed.
Sure.
And
vacation rentals do.
Yeah, which is great. And the the new thing that they're doing, at least it was new to me, the bottom bunk was a double.
Right.
And the top bunk was a single.
My kids had that growing up.
And so when you have kids, the first thing you learn is when you arrive in a hotel room, they jockey for position and, they call the bed, and everyone wanted to be in the top bunk.
Right. Which
I'm not quite clear on why.
Oh, it's special. It's a cool thing, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. In any event, I don't remember. Pat, last time you had a roommate?
A roommate, actual roommate, or staying with somebody?
You're just staying with someone in a hotel, not your son.
It was comedy at the Comedy Factory Outlet in Baltimore. David P. Hardy and I had to share a room, and then we changed that the second night. It was a mistake, but we got there late.
Girls do this all the time.
Yeah.
I do it still with girlfrils. We'll go on a trip.
Really tell me more.
Yeah, I've seen
pillow fight.
What do you guys wearing?
Oh, you ripped my pajamas.
You little a lot of money. Yeah, it's easy.
How do you feel about talking to another man who's only wearing his boxer shorts?
I'm fine with it.
I'm not.
What?
But
Put on some pants.
I'm also gay.
I always forget that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I remember.
Thank you.
I'm insanely gay.
Wow, bad news for your new girlfriend.
No, I had an old roommate who would always just wear his boxers around, and I was like, put on some pants. I don't want to talk to another man in this boxer shorts.
One time my roommate was putting his jeans on, and so he was kind of jumping up and down, shimmying his jeans up, and his penis fell out of the boxer flap.
Yeah?
And he goes, did you just see my penis? And I go, I did. And he goes, sorry about that. And I went, hey, it's all right.
It's okay. I'm a gay man. I enjoyed that.
I hope you're a grower, because the show was not only brief but short.
Well, I didn't know that would go that way.
I blame you.
That's all right. Have you heard about this thing called the Paradox Museum?
No.
Have you heard about this? It's a mix of art gallery, science exhibit, and 21st century fun house. The Paradox Museum Miami is taking guests on a tour through optical illusions and other enigmas geared to the age of Instagram. It's an 11,000 square foot museum. It's in the Wynwood neighborhood. Features more than 70 mind-boggling exhibits. One of the more than dozen locations worldwide, which now includes Vegas and New Jersey. But they have old carnival fun houses.
I love stuff like that.
They have like the mirror maze, the spinning tunnel, the upside down room. But the catch is, once you go through the exhibits, they explain the math and science behind the illusions and how they were done.
Keep that nerdy stuff to yourself. No thanks, Poindexter. Where's another maze?
Okay, I'm looking at this. There's a thing where everybody's upside down. It looks incredibly
I
cool.
think it would be really cool to do.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd not heard of that till today.
Miami trip. Of course, knowing how things work around here, they'll book it for the 4th of July. Hey, plenty of rooms available. Hell week.
Yes.
What's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have do not wipe your toilet seat with toilet paper in the news. And we'll tell you why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, particularly after you've used it.
This never seems to work.
You know, the idea is you throw it away, you see.
And there's a mountain in New Zealand making news for a very interesting reason. And a 1714 Stradivarius violin is going up for sale. That could be one of the most expensive musical instruments ever sold.
Why? It's so old.
It is very old.
Did you see I don't have it in front of me, a Mercedes race car sold for, was it
$56 million?
What?
Yeah, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, it was part of their private collection, sold it in Germany and at the Mercedes auction. And it was the highest selling automobile.
Means they don't have to raise the price of popcorn this year.
Yeah, it was 50 some million.
Yeah, well, they had fees and stuff. Yeah, and they had quite a few bidders. It really went a lot more than they thought.
We're looking at you, Leno. We know.
It's a beautiful.
That might even be out of Jay's price range. I'm thinking. Now, that's all coming up. Plus, Rachel Feinstein, great comedian, is going to be our guest. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
What could make Josh Arnold this happy? Well, he got all his favorite Valentines, the brand new Peacock Teal 24 karat gold dipped rose from IHateStevensinger.com. You could be as happy as Josh. Just go to IHateStevensinger.com. Get one for your Valentine.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. compact. I should have learned to trade. Ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Big bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own his company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for a minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage. No!
You're listening to World Champion Radio with Judah Friedlander, the world champion. Next caller, you're on.
I mean, it's Donnie Baker. Is this Judah?
Yeah, I just said it's Judah, the world champion. What's up, Donnie?
I'm a big fan of yours. I've read your book. I still got your posters. Hey, I just want basically your blessing or certification. You probably know, I've called you before, my progress in the martial arts, the fact remains I'm ready to be a world champion. Now, I've had, 2 off-duty reserve cops say I've got the goods, but since I've been on probation, Judas, I basically struggled getting certified, and I wanted basically your blessing. And you're not my official sensei, but the fact remains, I basically think
I've got to interrupt you first. Donnie, I've got to interrupt you for a second. I can tell you're already a little scared talking to me by the speed of your voice, okay? If you want to get better at karate, you're going to have to get better vocal tone, okay? The voice that you're using right now and the speed at which you're talking is telling me that you're scared.
Well, I understand that. That's because I
see you're stuttering now. You're stuttering now.
Verbs good. Listen, the fact remains, I can scissor kick a hornet's nest now and destroy the whole colony without hurting the queen. I mean,
well, that's good. I mean, my book taught you that, so that's good. I mean, you've obviously studied my book, and that's a good start.
And I know I'm basically, and you don't know this, and I've not told you this before, and I don't want your sympathy, and I'm not a cripple, but I have had Tommy John surgery on both knees, and
I'm sorry. I've actually never had surgery. I've never needed it, so I can't relate to your problem. No offense.
But no, I'm not offended. But see, I ain't lucky like you. Your name's Judah. You were born for this. If my name was Taekwondo Baker, I'd have the same luck. But you've kind of had a golden spoon in the martial arts. No offense, but Judah, Freelanders, duh. No wonder why you're so good at it. I mean, again, if I've studied switchblades. I've had to work my way up.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of your problems right there is you started your training using weapons, okay? And if you want to be a really good fighter, you have to learn to fight without weapons. So I need you to get rid of all your weapons, all your switchblades, all your butter knives, okay? And start from the beginning. You got to use your body.
I'll take your advice, but see, this is hard. I mean, I've always been, you're talking.
Hey, I'm not saying it's easy. Becoming the world champ's not easy, Donnie. Okay.
I know, Jude. Well, listen, can I call you back when things get better?
Yeah, I hope things do get better for you. How many sit-ups are you going to do today?
You know what? I'm on break now. We're not supposed to do any calisthenics or nothing like that on break.
How many push-ups are you going to do today?
Let me drop my shorts and turn a cough to check me for asthma, and my test results came back short. Listen, I'll call you back when I'm off break.
All right, that sounds good. I actually have to do some push-ups and sit-ups at the same time right now. So keep training, okay?
You're the best, man.
He can be yours too. Lanter, Dr. Lanter. He can help you out. He's been helping people with their vision for a few decades.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company News Desk.
Well, hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Christy. Love you.
Love you, too.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Josh.
Jeff Oskay's over there.
We love you, Pat.
Ace Cosby across the way. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. And there's Tom.
Don't you love it on the sports broadcast when they want to get the guy's full name in? Like you just did at the beginning of that one. I'm just sitting here. Good morning, Christy Lee.
Yes.
Which is kind of unnatural.
It is, but it's you get why.
You wouldn't walk down the hallway. Good morning, Steve Johnson. I'm going to use his full name because it's a sports broadcast. Coming up, comedian Rachel Feinstein will be our guest right now. She is Christy Lee, as he pointed out, and she is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
Rachel's from New York City, and we have a New York City story.
Oh.
A New York City woman says she was left stunned after spotting her living room on the set of a TV show. Stand-up comedian Stephanie, is it D'Agostani, was watching Couples Therapy from the Showtime network when she noticed items in the show looked identical to those in her own apartment, such as her refrigerator and a specific sticker on her electric box. As she continued to watch, she realized the couple in the show had previously lived in her apartment. After posting about the unusual coincidence on social media, the show's producer messaged her confirming that the couple that appeared in the episode had lived in her unit and apparently were copying what they remembered about the house they lived in.
I see. Okay. Gotcha.
I wonder if that'll show up in her TV credits.
You know, some would absolutely.
Yeah, you got to pad that sometimes when you start
As seen, my room, as seen on Couples Therapy. When I saw that, it reminded me of this story about, you remember this? The California woman who said her home was more or less destroyed when she did an Airbnb and it ended up in a porno movie.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
In effect, being an orgy at her place. And aren't there rules about that now if you use an Airbnb that you can't?
Well, there were rules about it before. They just don't care. Like, it's everyday people in your house. They're going to destroy it.
Yeah.
I'm a very good tenant when I
but you aren't a lunatic.
Well, thank you.
Like, anyone can rent your house. Like, you have no say over who's coming in.
Well, that could be really awful if, you've got the so-called porn stars going at it and the camera pans back and there's a picture of you and the family on your vacation to Italy. And look, there's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I'll say.
What would be worse? Your boss sees that? Would he say something? Because then he saw it. That would be weird.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What do you say? I was walking by a television set at a sports bar and happened to be. They were showing All Hands on Deck. It was an orgy movie, you see.
I'd rent my house out for stuff like that.
You would?
Yeah.
You'd rent it out for porn?
Yeah, and any other kind of television or movie, because people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
my girlfriend's family did that a lot.
Okay, yeah.
A specialist and bad news.
They lived in Miami.
Yeah.
I mean,
In fact, didn't you live in the house where the Wild Things pool scene was filmed?
I watched that scene being filmed.
I mean,
are you kidding me?
For those who know,
that's Kim's
and that
pool.
is a good amount of people. That scene is infamous.
Oh.
Sure.
There, you can't believe that.
That's Kim Rubinson's pool. Yeah.
What's the name of the movie?
Wild Things. Denise Richards.
Yeah.
Denise Richards and Nev Campbell have a big makeout
we got
scene
into
in
a
it.
big fight about that one, my old ex-husband and I.
Yeah, well, they got rid of the crew, and it was just like the people that owned the house, Kim's family, and I was living there at the time. And we watched that was filmed in one night. Yeah.
Wow. You got to watch Denise Richards in a pool.
Naked?
From your own peepers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but you had to be with your girlfriends. You had to go, boy, what a dog.
Yeah, boy, isn't this gross?
Oh, this is the worst.
I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Wow.
I've got to go get an ice pack for my Speedos.
They say it's one of the hottest scenes in film.
They say that is one of the hottest scenes
I've never seen
film.
It's a cool thriller. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I actually like the movie. I think it's weird and cool. Yeah.
Oh, I used to live right around here, over that way. Remember my old house there?
Yeah.
And I came into the neighborhood one day, and there were all these trucks and big cables across the thing, and they were shooting a national television commercial there. And I talked to the people that lived there, and they had received $5,000 to have someone use their house for it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's
That doesn't seem like enough.
That seems on the low side for certain things.
This was probably 10 years ago, maybe more.
But still, it's free money. It's
Heck yeah. I can go away for an hour or a day, whatever it takes.
And they were saying, I was talking to the lady that they moved their stuff around and they filmed it both outside and inside.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff.
Do you remember what the commercial was for?
It was starring Peyton Manning.
Oh, okay.
How much would you charge a porn company?
This, by the way, this was a commercial, not a porn movie.
Right.
Right. If you want to see Peyton's porn, it's out there.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Manning.
It's called Manning on Manning.
Oh, now you're making it even worse.
His wife.
Still, please back up.
Oh, God.
You mean shut up?
Yes. So, Jeff, you're saying that you would take your house and you would allow someone to film a pornographic movie there?
No, Josh
I said it, but I know that Jeff probably has a price.
I don't know, $75.
Hold out for 100.
Okay, you think I can get it?
Yeah.
Well, just so you know, all of our listeners, you can rent Josh's house.
Yeah, you want to come bang in my place? I got an extra room.
How much would you charge?
For a random couple to have sex in my house?
Yeah.
$2,500 for an hour.
But see, now is that illegal?
I don't think so.
No, because you're not watching it and filming it and selling it.
How much if we want you to turn off the cameras?
Selling it.
Yeah, how much to have you turn the cameras off?
$15,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, when they were recently when Taylor Swift was on tour, and she stopped here, and there were all the hotels where everything was full.
Correct.
Right.
I mean, there were people I know that someone approached me and said, "Hey, look, do you want to rent your house for the weekend?"
Yeah.
I think they put Taylor up in a hotel.
Oh no, not for Miss Swift. I just meant for. I would never do that.
Taylor flew home to Nashville every day.
You don't want
to fly home.
Yeah, but you don't want to. I'm saying some fan comes in and.
No, I would not rent my house.
You never ever.
No.
Huh?
No.
It's good money.
No, but they're going to.
And there are a lot of good people out there that like.
But you don't have any way of.
You don't
have any way of screening them.
So if you rented a room in your house for somebody to sleep in it, would you stay in the house at the same time, or would you?
No, they don't want.
I would leave. Yeah, no.
They want to be. They want to be left alone.
I considered. Jeff and I actually talked about it with the Taylor Swift thing. Yeah. Remember, you and I were like, "Should we put our houses up?"
Yep.
So
I did put my house up, and no one wanted it.
We'll pay you $100.
It came with the kids.
That's annoying.
Yeah, you got to do.
Wait a minute, where do you go?
And the dogs and the parakeet.
Yeah, I was going to go stay with you.
Oh, that would have been fine.
Now, when I'm not at home, if we're all gone, I have someone stay at my house.
Yeah, I know. And tell them to open the blinds a little, will you?
So my house is never empty. But there was a time when I was younger and I was on the other side of this, and I would like go take care of someone's dog. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to mention any names, but I've got to. You when you're doing that, you go and you say that, take the dog, say hi, take it for a walk, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
And you go look around, going, wow, nice place. Make a couple phone calls, and then oh look, I've never done that on a waterbed.
I see. You took a little bit of advantage.
I'm not saying I did.
I had to watch Chick's house before, and one of the first things I did was take a deuce at his
no, I'm not
downstairs bathroom.
I'm saying you didn't invite your lady friend over for a going away game.
No, there's too many unopened Amazon packages in the way. You can't do it at Chick's house.
Now, Pat,
you have an infamous story about that.
You stayed at Chick's house, and he was gone.
He was gone. He said, "Eat whatever you want." And I was going to go in and get the good stuff, so I saw some peanut butter, and it was delicious. Turned out to be the dog's peanut butter.
Right.
It was, in my defense, it was dark, and I was drunk.
It was a different time then.
Because he would fill a Kong ball with peanut butter.
Yeah,
and of course the knife gets in there, and it's got all kinds of dog germs on it. And dog hair and mouth hair.
Look at him.
Oh, God, I'm so grossed up.
Chick actually said, he said, hey, did you have any food? I just had some peanut butter. He goes, what?
you know the one that's marked.
We may
peanut butter.
Do we have somebody on the line actually who might want to comment on this?
Oh, okay.
Hey there, I heard you talking about Josh renting out his house. Yeah. Do you take Venmo?
And that's at $2,500, sir. Is that right?
1 hour.
I got it. I had a question. Do you? Can it be more than a couple people?
Any additional people, it's an extra $500.
500, so 3. So, all right. So you'll take $4,000.
You got a whole.
Are you good with this? Josh, you good with this?
We'll talk about this off the air, sir. We can.
No, I need a commitment right now.
You bring your own Visqueen, and yes.
Yes, baby oil.
Hey, Mark, Steve, we're going to.
Wow, it's a fella's night.
What the heck?
I didn't do it.
Where's that music from?
It's delightful. I feel so calm.
I think he was calling from a dentist.
That was
something.
Your call matters to us.
Please hold the line.
From prison.
Now, lastly, if you're invited to visit friends, will you stay at someone else's house?
Oh, I don't like to. I really don't like that. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I will. I have, but I choose most of the times not to.
Yeah. Even when my mom was getting pretty old, I'd go back home and I would stay at a hotel.
You wouldn't stay in your own home?
No, it's too weird.
What?
It's just too weird.
A loving family dynamic.
No, I
broke her heart. Tommy, where you go? You got so much room.
Mom, you want to stay? You want to stay here, son? This is too weird.
As you've aged, it's just got creepier.
Yeah, boy. You smell, Mom. You're really
I just don't like. I like staying at hotels. That's what they're there for. There was a hotel right there in Chagrin Boulevard.
Oh my God.
Childhood home, Tom. It's not like a house she bought after you graduated and moved out.
So, Josh, if you go visit your mom, do you stay with her or do you stay in a hotel?
I don't know what her setup is. I've never
Lives
visited.
in an RV.
I haven't. Not anymore. They have a home. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I should go see her at some point.
That would be nice, honey.
Well,
I haven't seen.
I know for sure I wouldn't go, Mom, I can't stay with you. It's too weird. Who knows what could happen? You know me, Mom, I can't be trusted.
You know, I'm laughing, but I just did the same thing. I visited my mom and I stayed in a hotel. So.
Well, your mom, that's a different situation. Your mom has a new husband or a different.
They've been married 30 years.
Whatever. I mean, he's not your dad.
From what I understand, he's a new husband to her.
Something. Excuse me, Jason. You might want to note we have reached a new low.
Who are you?
You look kind of like my son, Lloyd. No, I'm not bad,
I'm
Mom.
sorry.
You can't be sorry enough. We have to take a break. Coming up, Rachel Feinstein will be our guest. But first, I have to tell you that the big game is on the way. What does that mean, Josh?
It means that it's time for you to go check out Prize Picks. That's right. It's your last chance to get in on the action. It's the best place to cash in on the big game. The app is so easy to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Join Prize Picks. It's America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, and it's available to play in more than 40 states. And hey, good news for you, California and Texas. It's available there. Join now because Prize Picks is giving away a free pick for the big game, where a quarterback will only need to throw 1 yard to win. Boy, that is a no-brainer. Go to prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code TOM, that's T-O-M. Get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play only $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks to get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play 5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in credits just for playing. That's guaranteed, my friends. Prize Picks, run your game. Now, you must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for all the details and restrictions.
Thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, comedian Rachel Feinstein. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
This is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to let any of you decide if you want to. This is
let Josh handle that.
This is a big one.
There you go.
The last one.
Let Josh handle that. Josh is a good handler.
Josh can handle that.
Yeah, I can take it.
There you go.
It looks like a curling iron.
Hello.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
Yeah, this one's not messing around.
No.
And what's great about it, Sadie, it seems to me, is that you can. Well, this hits everything, doesn't it? It's
looks like you could hit a fastball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that button, the button in the middle where your thumb is there?
Mm-hmm.
That turns it on.
Right.
And now the two buttons on the sides turn on the other features. So why don't you go ahead and
Oh, boy.
Oh, there
hit
you
those
go.
buttons.
Oh, so it's like a reciprocating saw there.
I mean,
It's alive.
so the one button controls the shaft of
Yes.
it, if you will.
Right.
Now, what's happening is
going
not
up and
only do you have an up and down motion
Wait
with
a minute. It is going up and down.
it's also turning right to left
Oh,
in
my.
the center of the shaft. So you're going to get that's going to work your.
G-spot?
No, they actually.
Yes.
The tip will go in and out as this does massage the Grafenberg spot.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good.
Yeah, that's going to say
That's right.
That's so big it's going to be saying hello to your kidneys. Josh, the way you grip that looks like you're familiar.
Well, I
with
wanted to use my hand.
Yeah.
To feel.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's got the rotating beads right here actually
gosh.
stimulate more nerve endings.
isn't that interesting?
it looks
That's the
kind of
woman's
like
anatomy.
if you're trying to imagine this, it looks like one of those lava lamps.
Yeah. I know.
It's got
That's right.
has kind of a gooey look.
A gooey look.
Yeah.
Now, does the Grafenberg spot, does that have anything to do with the Grafenberg Zeppelin? Is that anything at all? Is it the same guy? Or?
I think the first woman that put that in said, "Oh, the humanity."
Oh, okay.
Now it doesn't end there. You see this butterfly-looking thing.
It looks like a cobra.
What is the two little prongs there?
Well, these would stimulate the pleasure button
Yes.
of the woman, while the wings of the butterfly sort of stimulate the labia.
The
if you will.
vulva.
Yeah.
Yep, the labia, the vulva. That's right. Josh, you are so good.
Or Alexis.
I mean, this really,
Volvo, Lexus.
This
this really works everything. I mean, you're not going to miss. You can't. It'd be hard to miss a spot.
Might be hard to get it out.
That epitomizes busy.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it?
It's very, very busy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Buzzy. Now, what's the purple? What's the purple one called?
It's going at it.
That's called the Pure Pleasure Self-Thrusting Rabbit.
Barney edition.
Self-thrust.
It should be called the Home Wrecker because
It's really amazing. It's waterproof. It covers all your different pleasure spots. And what's fun is there's so much variety to it. The toys today are so advanced. They're so high tech. It's really fun to actually even pick them out with your partner.
Thanks, Sadie. Once again, it's ticklekitty.com, and it's a whole bunch of stuff.
And follow me on Instagram if you guys would like, at Dr. Sadie Allison and Tickle Kitty and Go Love.
Wonderful.
What could make Josh Arnold this happy? Well, he got all his favorite Valentines, the brand new Peacock Teal 24 karat gold dipped rose from IHateStevensinger.com. You could be as happy as Josh. Just go to IHateStevensinger.com. Get one for your Valentine.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, there's Christy, Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
It's good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We are working the electronics in this room. By the way, I'm not allowed to touch anything. If you're wondering about any kind of electronic issues here, we have other people that can handle that.
Oh, yes.
And as soon as they've handled that, they'll give me a signal.
All right.
But I just was doing a little bit of research, and I found something kind of interesting. Are we ready to go over here? Do we have Miss Rachel joining us? We're going to talk with comedian Rachel Feinstein in a matter of seconds, I'm hoping. She's one of our favorites. Haven't seen her for a while, and we're not seeing her right now.
He's still working on it.
Okay, good. Do you remember this a couple of years ago where we were talking about the Super Bowl, of course, and we were just talking about how some of us like to stay in hotels rather than stay at other people's houses.
Right. Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Hotels.com did a thing for Super Bowl baby making sessions.
Really?
The ads were showing people busy baby making,
during the Super Bowl?
It was about winning a hotel room after the game. And
oh, I see.
Wow.
Weird, though.
That is weird. That would not be... I don't see the two going hand in hand, I guess, unless your team wins.
Oh, hand in hand. It's not going to get you a baby.
No.
Maybe they
get you a hand towel.
There is Brady style. That's where you do it with 7 rings on your fingers.
Whoa.
Wow. That's going to hurt.
Yeah. If you leave with 5, just have her do some jumping jacks.
Okay. Now,
I believe we're ready.
Oh, we are? Okay. Do we have a Miss Rachel joining us right now? There she is. Looking beautiful. Hi, Rachel. Can you see me? I'm the one waving. Can we hear her?
I don't think she can hear us.
Oh, okay.
No.
There we go. She's mumbling. This could get very awkward.
A little audio issue.
We can hear
Can you see me? We're seeing you.
I can see you.
There you go.
Hi, how are you?
Talk louder. There we go. We can see you now.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, you look fantastic. You look great.
Thank you for saying that.
I like your long hair. That looks good.
I'll take it. I just hurled my child to school and came back here and tried to wildly paint my face and just, get all the debris off me.
How old is your child?
She's 4. Yeah.
Oh, what a great age.
Yeah, she just got me up in the middle of the night. She's at that age where you just wake up in the middle of the night and their eyes are next to your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's terrifying. Just this 4-year-old in a long nightgown. I open my eyes and she's like, oh, hi there. I bumped into her at a Target or something. Just a lot.
Wow. Yeah, I only experienced that now with my dog.
They get up on the bed and stare you down in the eyes?
No, my bigger dog, my white golden retriever, in the middle of the night, he'll walk over and put his paw right by my face. And then I look up and I realize it is go time. And I do mean go. Rachel, I know you're going to be on the road. I see you next week. How are things in your life? You've got a kid. That's great. I was not aware of that.
Yes,
We haven't seen you in a while. We haven't seen you in a while.
I got a Netflix special now, and it's called Big Guy. Because I married a firefighter. He just left, I think, at the firehouse. I think he just walked out. But yeah, he calls me Big Guy. So yeah, he's kind of an emotionally he's a desert, but he's a nice guy. Good, solid guy.
That's what you need, yeah.
Well, that's great.
For my anniversary, he got me a $50 Amazon gift card.
Yes, very nice.
Devastating. $50, that's and there was a moment where he was 75, and then he's like, nah. Not for her.
Valentine's Day is coming.
I know. I can only imagine. Yeah.
Now, do you get
there'll be a sadness to it, but like the thing is, like, just a little thought. But he's not. Yeah, he's not a romantic type. Like, he's not protective. Particularly, like I'd have to go missing for weeks before he'd look for me, like a solid 3 weeks.
Wow. Now, if being a firefighter, is he then gone for a couple days at a time, and then he comes back?
Yes, he's gone. My daughter, like, definitely has a lot more respect for him than me, which sometimes, because she can tell I'm not an adult, you know, which is fair.
Sure.
She just kind of looks at me like, she's like, I know what you do online. I've seen things on YouTube, but. They even asked her at her preschool what her mommy and daddy did, and she said, my daddy is a hero and my mommy is sarcastic.
Good.
He's like, that's solid right there. But yeah, she's, you know, it's a weird time because it's like, you know, he's gone half the time. I'm here. You know, but obviously when he's gone, it's for slightly more heroic reasons than me hurling my body somewhere to say filthy things. So I can only complain so much.
Well, can I ask you, how do you met your firefighter husband?
Actually, we were set up. I was hanging out. This is kind of embarrassing, but I was going to like bars a lot, steakhouse bars, because I heard that it's a good place to meet men at steakhouses. So it was there was a sadness to it. I would just kind of sit at the bar and like leer at strangers at like Del Frisco's or something. And I had a really hot friend that used to come out with me because she was a little more like confident. I would mostly just kind of like sadly leer at guys, and I think it kind of scared them. But she was like, do you want me to set you up with a fireman? The steakhouse thing is kind of getting weird and you're coming up empty pretty much. So she's married. She was married to a retired firefighter. So she introduced us. And then this is how I was described to my husband. His buddy called him up and he said, how would you like to meet a semi-famous Jewish jokester? I'm not sure I've heard a less arousing expression. Jewish jokester sounds like a character from Fiddler on the Roof or something. But yeah, that's how we met. And we just met. We like met up at this like firehouse Christmas party and in Brooklyn. And I brought a couple of my girlfriends and yeah, they all hooked up with firemen. Everybody called him Backdraft. I don't think anybody thought he was going to marry me, but he did.
Wow.
Probably should have married a nurse that would, you know, that like would be a little bit less disgusting on stage. But I think he's okay with it. He has some fun with it.
Well, that's great. That's a sweet, sweet story. Had you been did you ever end up using the so-called apps for dating? Did you ever go on any of them? And
I did. I went on some apps. I didn't have the easiest time on the apps. I met one guy that's just sort of narrating the date while we were on it. Like we were in the middle of the date and he just goes, tonight I met a very special girl. She made me laugh. She made me think. And then he kind of stopped, like I was going to be like, oh, I'm sick of guessing. I want to know who the girl in the ring is. And then he just sort of like lifted my chin up, you know? Oh. I do like to have my chin just propped up whenever possible. And he was like, that special girl is you.
Oh, man.
I know.
Oh, that's so weird.
It was strange. It was like he was a weird dude. He had a lot of necklaces on. I'm sure I'll get in trouble for saying this, but like he just had a hostile amount of jewelry and a belly button ring. I don't know, there's something like belly button ring. Like you should tell somebody that ahead of time. Like I'm not going to be the woman beneath you while your yin yang hits. Like I can't. It's too much.
How did you find out?
A man's body is not like a naughty little space you're going to like tease me with. It's. Yeah, I don't want. I need to know. I feel like that's a consent issue. I need to know ahead of time if you have a belly button ring. You can't just unveil that.
I'm thinking the same thing you are, Tom.
How did you find out about that? Did you get too much wine?
I was going towards the decision to put out, as they say in the Bible, and I saw the belly button ring and I decided not to.
All right, yeah.
I don't think I expected to be asked in such a clinical way. But I mean, I feel like that's fair choice. You're allowed to make a U-turn if you see a belly button ring, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you, does your husband have any or a lot of tattoos?
He doesn't have any tattoos. He said he did have one that he got like when he was really drunk right now. I think it's probably something about the founding fathers, but then he got it removed.
Wow. The founding
Yeah, whenever I don't know what it is like. Whenever he doesn't drink anymore. But whenever he used to drink, he would just sort of scream about the founding fathers. So he probably just got like, but I think he only got like half of Mount Rushmore or something. And his mom's side, he got it off.
Yeah, I guess
Every time he gets drunk, he used to get drunk. He just scream like, "You don't respect George Washington." I'm like, I mean, it's not the reason you can't drive right now. That I know for sure.
the founding fathers. How weird.
Yeah, that is kind of strange.
They just like, firemen, they get, they deal with all this stuff and then they push it down and then they get drunk and they scream about, I don't know, Jordan Peterson and the founding fathers or whatever, instead of just being like, I felt scared that one day. It's easier.
No, I'm assuming you do not have any tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos. I mean, my mom would probably flip out because she'd be like, well, they're not going to first you say these terrible things on stage and then you get a tattoo and they'll never bury in a Jewish cemetery. That's apparently the thing. But I'm like, I could think of a couple other reasons why they might not want me to attend a Jewish ceremony. There is apparently a rule about that you're not supposed to have, like you can't have tattoos and be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Wow.
But, I mean, there was a few other things I feel like there's a couple other things that would get me in trouble first. Flagged.
Yeah, sure. Red flags. Oh, we're speaking with comedian Rachel Feinstein. Going around the room, I do not. Ace does not. Mr. Oskey, what was the first one you got?
Oh, I have my astrological sign on the back of my neck, Rachel, because at one time I was a teen unwed mother of 3.
You have your astrological sign?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The back of the neck is an interesting place to. A neck tattoo is bold. I'm glad it's the back of the neck, though, because like I had jury duty a long time ago. I was trying to get out of jury duty. This is so many years ago. I'm going to age myself, but I'm in the winter of my life, obviously. But I was interviewing for Last Comic Standing, and I needed to get out of jury duty. I got there, and it was a guy that had a DUI, and he had a neck tattoo. And my friend said, just tell them that you don't, trust the guy or that you don't trust the officer. So I raised my hand and I was like, can I approach the stand? And they just looked at me like, oh, this girl's going to be so annoying. So they're like, fine. So I walked up and I'm like, well, I kind of feel like he did it, Your Honor, because like he's got a neck tattoo. And how many times is there's like an accidental DUI, and he has a frontal neck tattoo? I'm like, of course he drove drunk. I don't know. I feel like that's a fair assumption. And, yeah, but they weren't. I got to do Last Comic Standing. They didn't want me on the jury. But don't you guys agree with me?
Yeah.
That's
probable cause, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, right? On the front of the neck?
Yeah.
We were talking about the facial tattoos yesterday and how these tremendously talented, great singers now, a bunch of them have these facial tattoos. And, I mean, it sends this message to, I guess, young singers. These guys are already in private jets. They're fine.
Right.
But, if you've got a facial tattoo and you apply to work at Applebee's, I don't know. I'm not sure they're going to, are they going to let you in? I don't know. I don't get it. I
didn't go to college, so I'm not saying that I have like my fair share of a choice. I don't know what I'd offer a traditional workplace, but yeah, it seems like a front neck tattoo. Yeah, it can't help your life out, Now,
would you consider getting your husband's name tattooed maybe on your arm? A little surprise for Valentine's Day?
I had an ex that did that. Actually. He put the initials, and I thought it was so romantic. And I remember I was doing the Shaq show at the time. I hosted the show many, many years ago with Shaq. And I remember telling him, and my boyfriend got my initials tattooed. He's like, that's not stable. I was like, it means he loves me a lot. He's like, no, it means he might make a suit out of your skin.
Well, on that note,
be a little off. Yeah.
On that note, Rachel Feinstein out on the road here and there. And where can they see you now on the TV, the apps, et cetera, et cetera? You said you've got some special.
I'm doing a special on Netflix, my first hour with them. It's called Big Guy. And you can go to my website, rachel-feinstein.com, and I will be in Indiana. And I think am I playing Helium, Pam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm in Helium. Okay, picking up my phone. I'm Helium in Indiana this weekend.
All right.
So I'll be there Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah, we'll look forward to it. And I think it may be next weekend. I think it's Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting.
Yeah, so that means
go to a caller.
if I'm doing if I'm doing my math, that means you're not going to be
home on
Valentine's Day. So your husband already has an excuse.
I'll be there the 13th through the 15th. I'm going to be bringing my husband.
Oh.
So I'm going to bring the whole family there.
Oh.
If anybody has any, I think it's 13th through the 15th, actually. If anybody has any suggestions of what to do with a toddler in
I can help you there.
I can help you there.
Yeah, we got.
we can.
We'll get a hold of you closed circuit and get back to you on this.
Oh yeah.
This is.
that's great because I have a 4-year-old.
Yeah,
So
we're densely populated.
It's a great museum.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Rachel. You look great, by the way.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Rachel. See you. Thanks.
Rachel Feinstein. Hilariously funny. Yeah, she's great.
So funny.
Now, where was I? I know. I wanted to tell you about Valentine's Day and the importance of gifts. I've said this before. This is an obligation. Don't blow this. And because it's on a Friday, A, hard to get reservations for dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe take her to lunch. And B, if you blow this, you're going to get the whole weekend is going to turn to, bad weekend. Or face it, you've got Super Bowl weekend this weekend. So, you're probably going to be getting a little.
This is your weekend. Let her have next weekend.
Yeah. So here's what you want to do. You want to get her a great gift. This is one I'll keep saying the same thing. You apply the Christy Lee method of gift giving, which is when you go to the store, you get one for that other person and one for yourself. In this case, the store is just hopping online and going to buyraycon.com/Tom, because I'm talking about those Raycon earbuds. You're going to want a pair. He or she is going to want a pair. I'm talking about premium audio at half the price of those little white ones that people keep losing and falling out of their ears. The latest model, better than ever, 32 hours of battery life. So great for the gym, great for traveling, et cetera, et cetera. And they have, what are they called, gel tips? What is it?
Adjustable gel tips, exactly.
And that way they don't fall out of your ear. And they also come in some fancy colors. Royal blue, blush violet, forest green. I am currently using the standard white ones. They also have over-the-head headphones, over-the-ear headphones. Those are also great. I highly recommend them, especially for your kids when you're traveling. It's so handy to have them just quietly doing whatever they're doing. They're watching those movies that, who cares? I can't hear them. I'm busy over here with my earbuds enjoying my own life. They've got the 30-day happiness guarantee. If you don't like them, send them back. You're going to love them, though. Buyraycon.com/Tom. That's where you want to go. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Raycon is spelled Raycon. And today, 20% off everything site-wide. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Use that /Tom thing for that extra 20% off. Once again, it's buyraycon.com/Tom. Coming up, exciting things in the world of history. That's right. And we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Buckeye fans, Ohio State Buckeyes celebrate the victory. If you're still basking in the glow of Ohio State's win and the college football championships, we've got something special just for you. It's a full-sized, officially licensed college football playoff national championship football, priced at just $129.95. Available only at Nyco Sports. Call 800-345-2868 or go online at nycosports.com. That's NIKCO sports.com.
Josh is going to turn around.
One of your originals. Josh, just take your phone and do it this way.
I'll turn around.
You're going to hurt your neck. I can just see it now. You'll show up like Ted Kennedy at Mary Jo Kopechne's funeral.
Josh, you don't have to.
It's like he's at a movie.
He's going to have the big neck brace on.
Isn't this weird for you? Yeah, see, now that you say it, now that you've actually turned around, now it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Isn't he new since we were here the last time?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't remember him.
I'm pretty forgettable.
I noticed you wore red so the devil could find you first.
I had no idea that's how it worked.
Yes, either did I.
Okay. What's this tune called? Okay, that seems to be
what
working.
you asked for.
Okay, good. What was that?
Yeah, this is a completely original song, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Leonard Skinner, but apparently we resemble the guy. So every time we play this, we're like, "Hey, Leonard Skinner," and we're like, "No, we're the Electric Comets." But you guys want to try it?
Sure.
It goes a little something.
Well, Ronnie wore big hats.
Okay. He did.
I don't know, Ronnie.
That reminds me of one of the other times we were here when that little fella with the gun said he was going to sue us because he was wearing a hat on stage long before we were.
Sadly, that's a true story.
And then he stole a light bulb and left.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I'll tell you about that later.
Boy, would you look at the time.
Well, I was working my farm. I headed down to the barn because I was almost done for the night. When I drove a man in a customized van, so I knew he was a man tonight. He said, "Hey there, Jack, put your hat colored black. Got a deal for you. I know you can't read, but there's really no need. I tell you what I'm gonna do." I said, "Pardon me a minute." Well, my knees got weak as he began to speak, and his voice was ringing in my head. He had charts and graphs and colored photographs. I didn't understand a word he said. I said, "Wait a minute, heathen, I'm having trouble breathing. Don't want to barter with you. And though I know it's a sin, won't you tell me again, what all does this contraption do?" He said, "Give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister, give me 3 pigs and a horse." Give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister. Shipping and handling not included, of course. Hey, Braver, tell your little joke to Mary, I'm on a jam.
All right. Hey, Barry.
What is it, Carl?
Do you know why Mennonite kids don't take sex education and driver's ed in the same semester?
I have no idea.
I guess it's too difficult for the mule.
Why don't you sing one for me, Carl?
Well, my breath ran away and I began to pray as the man handed me his pen. And though my memory fogs, I know he took my hogs. I never saw them again. Now I sit and cry most every night that those pigs, they got stolen away. But I'll get even. I'll see that heathen burn come Judgment Day. Now I say, give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister, give my 3 pigs back to me. Give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister, like a piggyback guarantee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Electric Amish.
All right.
Completely original. Give me 3 pigs. What a classic.
That is quite a show you got there.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
The Boat Sport and Travel Show, to be more precise, the 70th annual show begins on Valentine's Day, and it runs a couple of weekends. Always a great time out at the fairgrounds.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We've had a great day. Christy, Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. Tom, we have a few more things to talk about. Maybe a little history lesson?
Maybe.
I got to brush up on my history. This is an important day in history.
What is it? February 4th?
Yeah.
Time now for history.
It's this is really interesting. In 1789,
That was a long time ago.
George Washington was selected as the first president of the United States.
Oh,
On February 4th.
on 1789?
Yeah.
Elected or inauguration or?
Selected.
Okay, wow.
And his slogan when he ran was, let's make America.
Yes.
You're exactly right.
Make America.
They were just starting.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
They didn't have to go back and fix anything.
Was it a conclave type situation where a bunch of people got together and decided the president, or was it an open election?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. I just bought
terrible.
a giant book
It
on
says,
Washington.
here, wait a minute. He was the commander of the Continental Army.
Right?
He was unanimously elected the first president of the United States by all of the presidential electors, 69, who cast their votes.
Okay, so it was that
By the
kind
way, in second place, John Adams received 34.
Well, he would get his due. Wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I forget the name of the guy from the Green Party. He got one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Ralph Nader.
Nader.
Okay. Al Gore. All right. Okay. Well, this is interesting. 1938, Christy, Walt Disney Company releases the film Snow White and
The Seven Dwarfs.
Yes, they were released. They, of course, had been on parole.
Oh, okay.
When they went in, there were 12. Man, the prison can be ugly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. By the way, what was Doc? What was his? What was he a doctor of? Do we know?
He was a doctor.
I mean, just I don't know. And one of the great Carlin bits of all time is when he sort of goes down the roster of what those guys were into.
Oh,
it's if you've never.
Dopey's the one you should worry about.
If you've never, it's just
come on.
a genuine classic.
The new one comes out in March. I think it's called Snow White and the How Do We Deal With This These Days?
Snow White and Friends.
He does have a different title, though.
Are you kidding?
I think it's just called Snow White.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a new one coming
A
out.
live action.
Now, are they going to have smaller people in it?
The ones I saw were kind of animated. Not animated, but...
I'm not too sure what they ended up doing.
Because they chickened out in Wicked.
What do you mean? Oh, they don't have. They have dwarves, but they don't.
They don't have
like
the Munchkins per se, do they?
I didn't see Wicked.
Yeah, well, I went, but didn't pay attention. So
There's a shock.
if they did, I didn't notice. Sorry. This is for you, Ace. 1969. This person was named head coach of the Oakland Raiders.
69.
Madden.
John Madden. Very good, Ace. I knew you'd get that. Of course, eventually he would lend his name to Madden, the video game, and now there's a generation that has no idea it's named after a real person.
And I saw there's some promotion where you can spend the Super Bowl weekend on his bus.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
He also, I guess, a line of shoes.
Yeah.
A lot of women wear Madden.
Very popular with
Yeah. That's Steve Madden.
What?
Oh, his brother.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
He doesn't like to fly either, right?
Okay, this is impossible.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't think anybody will get this.
You'll see.
Alex Trebek, on this date in 1991, became the first person to host 3 game shows in America at the same time.
Okay.
Everyone's going to get the one, obviously.
3 game shows?
Yeah, 3 American television game shows were hosted by Alex Trebek at the same
Well,
time.
Jeopardy, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, okay, 2
Win,
more.
lose, or draw.
No.
And
Family
Card Sharks.
Feud.
I loved Card Sharks.
Remember, there used to be tons of game shows.
I love Joker's Wild.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was Wink
may have been.
Martindale.
The answer, classic concentration and to tell the truth.
Tell the truth, really.
I always loved that's where they'd
I did
stand
too.
up.
Those 3 people would walk
Yeah, I
out.
like that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I always thought there could be a
I'm a plumber. No, you're not.
really funny joke with that one, but it would be now politically incorrect.
My uncle did one of those.
He was on To Tell the Truth.
Really? And then one of them walks out.
Could be very confusing today. Well, no. Let's see. On this date in 1998, Mr. Bill Gates got a pie thrown on his face in Brussels.
Oh,
Yeah.
what'd he do?
Who knows? In the meantime, on 2004, Mark Zuckerberg launched Facebook.
Yeah, he did all right.
Thanks
with
for
that.
all you've done, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate what you've done helping save the world.
Originally called The Facebook, he launched it from his Harvard dorm. Okay, now, happy birthday going out. Oh, Charles Lindbergh, born in 1902.
Close that window, Charles.
Sloppy Parrington.
Yeah, yeah.
Related to the Lindbergh cheese family, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen that plane?
The Spirit of St. Louis?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's no window in the front.
Nope. He had to lean over like that.
Yeah.
A lot of bugs.
That would be horrible.
33.5 hours. They say he probably is the first person to drop a deuce from.
Oh, come on, Tom.
Isn't that something?
We supposed to put it in a bag and heaved it out the window? Or, I don't know. Okay.
I don't think he went.
Happy birthday, 1948. You can't answer this one, Ace. Vincent Fournier. Anyone?
I do. Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper, yeah. And Lawrence Taylor of
football
the
player?
New York Giants, born in this state in 1959. He goes by the nickname
LT?
Right. James Taylor goes by
JT?
Elizabeth Taylor goes by
Dad?
E.T.
E.T.
Yeah,
of course.
I'll be right.
Eddie Fisher, phone home. And now, the obscure award of the day. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Buckeye fans, Ohio State Buckeyes celebrate the victory. If you're still basking in the glow of Ohio State's win and the college football championships, we've got something special just for you. It's a full-sized, officially licensed college football playoff national championship football, priced at just $129.95. Available only at Nyco Sports. Call 800-345-2868 or go online at nycosports.com. That's